Yeah, we miss Dusty.
We do.
Look, I think Lorne at home, always a tough proposition. I think we'll be in for a belter of a game, but I think Lorne will probably overpower Irrewarra Beeac later in the game. And I'll take 18 points, and I'll take the big fella, James Hughes, to kick the first goal.
That's the grand final margin, Pete.
18 points, was it? There you go.
AJ, the love God Brady.
I will go Lorne by 15 points, and for all the Carlton supporters, Ed Curnow first goal, Maxie.
Drewy loves Clarko again, Simmons.
Stop that, would you? Being ridiculous. I'm with Lorne.
You don't love him anymore.
No, I think it's a silly nickname. But anyway, with Lorne for me by about 2 goals. I think it'll be a cracker of a game. I think they'll be pretty tight early on, and Lorne will sneak away in the last 10 to 15 minutes. I think they'll win by about 10 points. Ed Curnow for the first goal for me.
I'm going to go with the silly nickname of the Pod Squad.
The Pod Squad.
Thank goodness they're not listening in Ballarat, because they'll be after you.
Stuff them. The Pod Squad. It is. AJ's got the Lorne.
Won a number of stall gifts, and they're ripping people, so we'll be careful while we
Okay.
They wouldn't be listening to Colac radio, I'd imagine. But the Pod Squad will get up, and I reckon I'm going to go with a 20-point win. First goal kicker, you've already said Hughesy. I'm going to go Alex Adams. There you go. Just a roughie.
You're going to put him up forward.
That would be an outside.
The 1 million to 1 odds.
There
you go.
He's drifting in the market as we speak.
There we go. So,
have you got some inside information?
Maybe.
I reckon he does.
I think
he knows something.
Curnow's giving him the word. Get on.
I reckon he knows something.
Who was it that kicked the goal in the replay grand final in the AFL?
Gold sack.
That's it, right. Someone had really good. So Travis Cloak had a shot directly in front and got the ball over, like it was a free kick overturned, and then Goldsack kicked the goal, and he was, because he was a defender, and someone from Collingwood actually had money on him, like an ex-player or something.
Wasn't there someone's mum got into trouble for backing their...
I think so.
That's when you get into real... That's when the gambling starts to...
Pete, was that Nick Maxwell's mum?
It might have been. He gave her the inside info.
I've heard some stories.
Gamble responsibly.
Exactly. But
that's right.
No, I don't know. I just went for a roughie, and sometimes you back all the Charlie Griss of the days, and I always tip him, and a Mitch Thornton would have been great today, but I'm going to go with a roughie, and gee, I tell you what, it will erupt in this box if he kicks the first goal. I will let you all know about it.
There'll be an inquiry.
He'll let us know all year, Drew.
Remember that time that I tipped this? But it should be a wonderful day. Look at the crowd today. I reckon it's
Let's hope it's a great game.
I reckon it's bigger in the crowd than Anzac does.
Yeah, I was saying that, Drew, before. I reckon.
I think there's a fair rivalry between these two clubs. They've played in quite a few big games over the last few years, haven't they?
And then the Bombers do come, Irrewarra Beeac do travel well, and you take a look at the crowd of the netball, it's pretty busy as well, too. So it's going to be a pretty big crowd, and I think it's just a wonderful day to be here at the football.
And of course, we've got the biggest scoreboard in the Southern Hemisphere here.
Can't miss that scoreboard.
No, we love it.
It is pretty funny. The last time we broadcast a Lorne win here
Drew.
was Siren Gate. So 2022, when they bet Otway Districts on that famous Siren Gate that we've now reckoned it might have been our fault.
No, it wasn't.
So since we unleashed that news, we've been kicked out of that scoreboard.
Absolutely, that's why the caravan's here
and we're
today.
back in the caravan on the wing, the best view, so I'm not complaining. But,
typical Max, he throws everyone under the bus but himself, AJ.
I think I've worked out what happened. I think AJ might have said to Drewy,
nothing to do with it, Pete.
I can't see my stats.
Turn the light on.
Can you flick the light on?
Yeah.
We are united, Drew. It wasn't us, was it?
Definitely not.
It wasn't us.
But it was just...
Chip McCormack will be
he's coming back.
Weeks to find out what happened.
But I just find it funny. We've been here 5 more times and they haven't won here, Lorne. So we were here a couple of years ago when Alvey came from the clouds to beat them in that game, and then we've seen them lose on Anzac Day. We saw them lose to the Colac Imperials a couple of times here. So
imagine Hick and Chip McCormack at a bar.
I think Hick's knees are still knocking together since Chip started coming towards him.
Good to see Chip McCormack coming back to the league.
He'd be handy, Drew, wouldn't he?
How would he be? He'd be 30.
He's my age. We're the same age, so 38. So don't say that he's old, Drew.
He's young.
He's young, is he?
Yeah. Dave Robertson told you that last week, didn't he?
Yes, the young man.
So Irrewarra Beeac have won the toss and they'll kick to the school end of the screen, and opening 10 on what is a beautiful May afternoon here down here.
The honey hole end, Drew.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't even know.
No, I didn't know that. Well, so Ed Curnow said one of the houses is owned by one of the Lorne players, and they go there after the games.
Yeah, right.
So,
it's a beautiful day along the Great Ocean Road, of course, as well there too. But
Surf looks a little flat though, doesn't it?
It's sort of died down in the last.
Beautiful colour though, that nice blue of the ocean down here.
It is.
Don't get that at Pirignalic, do you, Pete?
Don't. No, Lake Corangamite doesn't look anything like that.
Pete, someone should stand up here and draw a painting, shouldn't they?
Yeah, they should, mate. Well, you've got time, AJ, and you're good with your hands.
You got your pencil.
Oh, come on, you blokes. All right,
there is an abundance of kangaroo do though all over the ground. Everyone's complaining about it.
They won't need to mow it because I'd say the kangaroos are keeping it trim at night.
Not as worse as the one up at Hall's Gateway. One of the work collies got hit one just out of Donald yesterday morning, and she's a big one too.
Yeah, right.
So Bombers win the toss, as I said, and they'll kick to the school end, which is the left of the Snowy Lows watching on the stream today.
I tell you what, though, this is going to be a late finish.
Yes, it will be.
If we're going to high-scoring game. We've already got games underway. Beeac 3-4-22, Otway Districts at 2-3-15, South Colac are a point. Eagles yet to score. So Beeac are up and about early, aren't they?
I better tell Trish to delay ordering the fish and chips tonight because it could be 15 minutes
Fish and
late.
chip night, Pete. Where are you ordering from? What are you ordering?
Oh, going to the Apollo, I think.
Yeah, but what are you ordering?
Souvlaki. You've got to have a souvlaki.
Well, that's not fish and chips.
And flathead.
Oh, okay.
Bit of flathead. Like a bit of flathead.
All right, so we're just about set to go here. It is the grand final rematch between two fantastic football teams. About to lock horns here. It is the Dolphins and the Bombers. And Peter Dinnick has the footy aloft, and we are underway. Up it goes this time. Slater in the ruck. One down by Hughes. Straight down the Coots. He's immediately tackled by Slater. And he's been pinned holding the footy. So good start for the Bombers here. Free kick will go to Slater. Centre of the ground. So this is probably one of the keys to the game. They're entering inside 50, and that's not the way to start it. And getting back and taking an easy intercept mark was Adams. He goes it wide. So they're just happy to play a bit of tempo footy at this point in time. Here's Van der Heuvel. Chipping ball, dangerous ball, well tried. Pizzastic put himself under all sorts of pressure. And all's on top of him. He's lurking around the stoppage, and we're going to get a ball up on the 45-metre arc, Pete.
So Adams is picking up Josh Howlett, so that's the match up there. And Richard White has gone to young Charlie Morrissey.
Hughes with strength, and I think he might have given away a free kick. No, he's going to get a free kick. So Hughes will take the kick at left half back. With the shades just behind him. He gives the hand pass away now.
And Louis Coates seemed to be picking up Harry Carmody.
Kick is a beauty, looking for Bright, but it might have been a two-ruction wide. In fact, it might have just did not control of it over the line. So we'll get a toss back in right in front of that scoreboard as we into the early stages of this opening term.
And the other end of the ground, we've got Paddy Bright and Gaunt matched up down there at full forward.
And McDonald on Jackson Bright. That's going to be a great duel as well. Here's Curnow. Grabbed the footy, got tackled straight away. Ball spit at the front, then they're going to clear it. A long kick by Coots up towards the left half forward over the back for Anthem, and a good mark by Bright at the back. This is Jackson. His kick going to go looking for Paddy. Good mark to Ware. Class Harvest centre mark of the day to the youngster. In his second game, he was impressive last week in his senior debut. Kicked the goal. Got amongst the best. He goes out wide to Hutchison, who was back in the team this week. He put hand pull at a patch, put him under all sorts of pressure. It's turned over. Bazastic there. Bar bit of play. Hand pass cut off by Hutchison. He mapped up the footy. Got one high, surely. And umpire missed it and was blindsided, I think. We're going to get a ball up just inside the field of play.
Young Patch run past looking for the handball, but he wasn't quite ready for it when it finally gave it.
So umpire got the zinc out, which is unusual for this time of the year. Slade at the tap. The Ware roves it. Hand pass to Enor. Quick kick up towards the wing position there. Good contest there by Carmody. Adams mops up. I got one right around the back of the head. And he's going to win himself a free at left half back for Lorne. So he's got the ball about 60 out from their defensive goal. He's going to go into the corridor. Matthews underneath it. Coming over the top on this occasion there was Tierney. As tackle there. Barron holding the footy. Gee, that was a bit harsh.
Okay.
He's got the ball and just got tackled. So very kick to Thornton on the edge of the square.
Mitch the Bull Thornton, he goes whooshka, puts it inside the forward 50 for the Bombers as a player loose. Frampton couldn't take the mark. He's got to beat three defenders. He almost bet him. He took him on, and he's been tackled and with a ball up in the right forward pocket from the youngster. That was good play.
It was.
So a ball up, about 30 out from the Bombers' goal. They've been pressing early. Slater up against Hughes. Hughes won the tap out. Stolen. This is O'Loughlin. He's going to get a free kick. Gee, they're blowing the whistle a bit, aren't they?
They are.
Free kicks left and right and centre. Ball kicked out of defence for the Dolphins here. Good work there by Tom Frampton. Here's a chance now for the Bombers. They're going to go inside the forward 50 again. Here's Slater. This is Hayden. His kick, though, went straight in the man of the mark in Coots. And it's gone out of bounds and we're bound to throw in front of the old scoreboard. 17 minutes to go. There's a countdown clock, Pete. And it's accurate, not like at Simpson last week.
We went 47 minutes last week at Simpson.
Boundary throwing. No score yet. Hughes grabs it out of the ruck. He's tackled there by Jacob Frampton. Chancey now for the Bombers again. There'll be another ball up.
A free kick holding the footy, I think.
Oh, yes.
Another one. Gee, they have been hot.
Yep.
3 kicks apiece, Steph Comstat.
Flanagan goes inbound, but it's been turned over. And now Prozaztek takes the mark quickly.
This is going to be the problem all day. The Bombers are going to keep going
He
inside.
switches, looking for Turney. He has to beat a couple of Bombers. He kicks it on and out of the full. He went to kick it for territory, but he just had too many wheat picks this morning. Yeah. And Stonehouse is going to win the free kick on centre wing. He goes inbound, touchy kick. But he finds a teammate there, and it's the youngster, Dewar now bangs the ball to centre half forward, but wasn't a good kick. It's been turned over, and Oscar Coots takes a good class half a centre mark of the day. He goes inbound. Louis Mann Holmer has got the footy in the middle of the ground.
Defensive side. He's going to wheel and go on his right foot. That's a big kick. Kick inside 50. Bright's on a lead. Got him. Marks at 40 metres out. 45 degree. He goes in. Board. That's good build up. And inside taking the mark is Tyson Matthews, who not a noted goal kicker. He's got an opportunity to kick the first score of the afternoon on a slight angle from about 25 metres out.
Nice deep kick inside 50 there from Holmer, and Bright just had plenty of room to run onto that ball.
87th game for Lorne, and he's just 11th goals, and he hasn't added to that territory. And kicks the first score of the afternoon on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard, and we're 5 minutes in on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard here. First quarter, thanks to FSR equipped as McDonald now receives the handball there from Swain. Now finds Gaunt, and they're going to clear it through Patch out in the outer wing. He kicks up towards that half-forward zone. Thornton underneath a good mark. Coots. Class over centre mark of the day. He's turned into an absolute one of the stars of the comp. He's going to quickly play on and put the ball into a forward position there. McDonald, Bright, too good against McDonald. Marks at 50 out. He's got an open forward line. Good kick. The kick needed to hit, and the mark being taken by Costello. He'll mark it on a 45-degree angle kick from about 25 metres out.
Steph Com marks. Watch Drew. 3 to Jackson Bright already.
Yeah, I was just going to say he's causing a few issues for Bryce McDonald there inside that forward 50. He's very clever. He finds a space very easily.
We've got to keep a watch on that, Pete.
Yep.
Adam Costello, of course, teammates with Jackson Bright at Bell Park.
Should be a give-me here, Drewy.
You think so? He's kicked 2 goals already. He kicked 2 goals last week in their big win over Otway. Big opportunity for the opener of this game. 25 out. Kick on the way, and he has shanked it.
Let me down. Didn't even score.
Shanked it and hasn't scored out of bounds in the full. Clang of the Day nomination there as well.
Wayne, the Bombers take the fast break out, but doesn't really work. It's gone out of bounds on the boundary line, and it'll be a boundary throwing centre wing position.
And that's a Barrow legal Clang of the Day nomination too.
The commentator's curse has been working a treat for me this year.
That is an absolute shank.
It was 30. You at least get a point, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would think.
Boundary throwing Hughes. Slater wins the tap out. Here's a chance now for the ball.
Oh, he's gone.
Got the hand pass out. No, says the umpire. Free kick goes the way of the Dolphins.
Endicott.
So Endicott, Kai Endicott's got the footy.
Nice tackle there from Endicott.
Great to see his progression in senior football, Kai Endicott. Kicks from centre wing inside the forward 50. Big pack around this one. Gort couldn't take the mark, but he gathers the football and he sells a little bit of candy.
They're out too.
He goes inbound. Here's a chance out for the Bombers. What can they do? Ball kick went straight to Oscar Coots. It's like watching the Saints and the Blues from last night at the moment. Switching the play. He overruns the football here. Here's a chance now. Sends inside the forward 50 for the Dolphins, and Bright takes a mark. It's Jacko. Class over centre mark of the day in front of Gort.
4 marks, Steph Comstat.
Gee, that's the difference between the two sides going forward at the moment there. Lorne are happy to hit that kick into the 45-degree angle kick while Irrewarra Beeac.
It's going to go inbound, and he finds the big dude.
And Irrewarra Beeac have just coughed the footy up when they go inside 45, like they did in the entire final series last year.
Bailey van der Heuvel, or as we like to call it, the VDH.
That'll do.
The VDH train. Geez, a big unit, isn't he?
Very much so.
I'm not going to make any comment on this kick for goal.
Hey, he should nail it. Superstar from the Geelong VFL team. Oh, no, he's missed it.
Gee,
He's missed it. What is they kicking with a flat
on?
footy or something at the moment?
Well, there's no breeze out there. It's not a cross breeze.
So, Lorne, 2 behinds. Irrewarra Beeac yet the score. We've got just under 13 minutes to go in this opening quarter here on Mix FM.
Half-time at the MCG. Hawthorn 5-5-35. Lead Melbourne 4-10-34.
Patch goes inbound to Middleton. Back over the top to Patch. You're going to go down the corridor. Ball kicked to centre half forward. Almost the mark by Holmer. Now, this could be opportunist here for the Bombers. Here they go. He's got Morrissey. Morrissey runs into an open goal and kicks it end to end to the Bombers. Goal at A contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Just like he did in the qualifying final and the grand final, Charlie Morrissey kicks the first goal against Lorne.
There you go.
And they go to 1 straight 6. Lorne, 2 behinds, 2 points. Once Louis Holmer dropped that mark, there were players inside that forward 50 all by themselves.
It opened the door, and the good part about it was the boys lowered their eyes, and they
that's what they need to do,
They
Pete.
do. They had the target there. They didn't blaze away, and Charlie was free. He had a paddock there, and
Well, Enor could have run in and kicked the goal too, couldn't he?
he could have.
Yep,
But
sure.
they made sure of it.
So back in the middle here. So against the tide, Bombers strike first blood here. Down on this beautiful afternoon here in Lorne. Here's a chance now for Fox. His kick was ricocheted off the his shin. Dunno around the football as well. Flanagan around it too. And we're going to get a ball up here.
Round the grounds, thanks to Think Quarters. South Colac 139, Eagles 1 straight 6, Beeac 4-5-29, Otway Districts 2-3-15.
Here's Jacob Frampton, patted the ball backwards with a smart bit of play. Middleton hacked the kick up towards centre half forward. Good punch away, done, but it's a dangerous one here for the Dolphins defence. Homer punches it away. Bazastek through his legs. He's doing everything he can. He got tackled straight away, and we're going to get a ball up again. 45 out from the Bombers goal, who are pressing yet again.
They look littler, don't they, the Bombers?
Yeah,
There's so many little players.
Yeah, there is. But their leg speed is worrying them on a little bit at the moment.
Ball thrown up again. Hughes against Slater. I think Hughes won that tap down. Here's Middleton. Got the hand pass just in the nick of time. Eno was pushed out of it. Middleton did well. Hand pass to Thornton out of Thumble down, which is unlike him. He just coughed up the handball a little bit there, which is unlike him. Farr gets tackled straight away. And umpire wastes no time, says give it to me and I'll throw it up. About just in front of the old scoreboard we were a couple of weeks ago. Here we're looking at this beautiful backdrop here of Scribbling Reserve.
That's a scene of the crime, is it?
Oh, no. Well, I think the crime's been solved, Pete. Hughes wins the tap down. Middleton paddled it forward there. Flanagan got caught and he's pinned, holding the footy. Free kick will go to the Dolphins, the left half back.
So Curnow with the free kick. Eduardo. He kicks now to centre half forward looking for Louis Holmer. Couldn't take the mark.
Yeah.
Here's Bright though. Bright now puts it inside the forward 50. Turney takes the mark. So Jackson Turney will have a shot for goal just inside the 45-metre arc. And this to give, for his sake, Lorne's first goal of the afternoon. They've kicked a couple of behinds and an out of bounce on the full for set shots. So Turney was pretty impressive against South Colac a few weeks ago. Next kick.
Coming back.
Looked not great off the boot. Someone marked on the line. Stonehouse is trying to claim it and he's pinned him on the footy.
No!
He tried to grab the mark, or he claimed the mark, and then he was tackled, and then the umpire just said, nah, you had 3 seconds to get rid of it.
Tough call.
And it's going to be a free kick. They've been paying them all afternoon, even though it's only been about 10 or 12 minutes, but that's what they've been doing. Shot for goal coming up for the Dolphins.
It's through, I think.
And it's a goal at A contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
So Lorne go to 1-2-8. Irrewarra Beeac 1 straight 6. It was Paddy Bright who kicked that goal there. And, good start for both sides.
Yeah, so they've had plenty of opportunities, and that was probably one of the tougher kicks for goal, as it turned out in the end that he ended up kicking. Louis Holman's getting his hands to the ball. He hasn't quite been able to hold the hold the marks at this stage, but he's getting in good position. So he's had a bit of time out of footy.
The players need to realise the umpires today are pretty red hot on holding the ball. So just get it out as quickly as you can, even if you handball it out to a contest or something like that. Just get it out as soon as you can.
Yeah, that's right. The difficulty for him then was he had his hands above his head.
That's true.
Yep. And he was.
He didn't make it a genuine attempt.
No, that's right.
Yeah. Tell you what, that sun's got a bit of kick in it, boys.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good for footy. So ball will be thrown up here. Good start to this grand final rematch. Paddy Bright with the goal for the Dolphins. Charlie Morrissey, the goal kicker for the Bombers. Hughes wins to tap down, but taken away nicely by the opposition ruckman Slater. He's kicked up towards half forward. It's been cut off. And the Dolphins are going to reload out of defence, looking for Tierney. Marks it on the wing. Good kick by Pazastek. So Tierney, of course, he's had a fair few concussion injuries in the past. That's a good grab.
Which one?
That's taken by Fraser Balderas.
Well done.
Class harvest, Sarah mark of the day. 50 metres out. Kick needs to go to Paddy Bright, went over his head. Ball spills to the back dangerously, but Dunn's happy to concede. And through for a rush behind. So they go to 1-3, the Dolphins. Bombers one straight. As we approach the 14-minute mark of this opening term on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
McDonald with the kick-out duties. 3-point margin in favour of the Dolphins. Could have been a lot further if they kicked their set shots. Ball kicked out, looking for Carmody. Couldn't take the mark. It was a free kick. Play on. Dunn went to take the advantage, but it's going to come back to Harry Carmody. Our first look to see him wearing a different footy jumper was predominantly in an LV jumper. His kick wasn't great. Somehow Flanagan got it back to Carmody. Carmody now kicks inbound, but he's kicked it to the nest of Dolphin players. Pazastek gets it over the top now to Curnow. This way, that way. He sends the ball to centre half forward. How smart a play was that? Stonehouse, though, has to get around Holmer. Got the hand pass over top to Swain. Back over top to Frandon. Kick was smothered. Here's Middleton. Overruns it. That's from Irrewarra Beeac's perspective. Comes back over the top to Swain. To Thornton. Good chain of hand passes building up here. Here's Hayden Slater. His hand pass wasn't good. Curnow steals the footy from Hutchinson. He kicks. Middleton almost took the mark, but Holmer steals it. Louis sets his eyes up to centre half forward. Turney up against Monaco. Turney now. There's a whistle at play. And he said that Turney just had the little bit of the jumper against him. So he goes to play on, looking for Coots, but he has to go back and take the kick.
What's the free kick here, AJ? Thanks to Steph Cole.
Yeah, it looks like 8-4 in favour of Lorne, boys.
That's the biggest stat winner of the day, isn't it?
Yeah,
yes,
it
for
is.
sure.
12 free kicks.
In 15 minutes. Yeah.
So Turney now with the footy, gives the hand pass on.
He's had a ping.
Thumping kick for goal, but it's going to go through for another behind. 1-4-10, the Dolphins.
So
Irrewarra Beeac one straight 6, so 5 scoring shots.
that was the new boy.
Van der Heeuwen.
Van der Hevel.
The VDH train.
He's kicked that from outside 50 and it's gone through three-quarter post high.
7.5 to go in this first quarter. Baldero's got over the top with a big fist. Butts back inside the 45. Frandon got an awkward ball. Punch forward by Matthews. Swain running back with courage. Did okay. Costello's just stole the footy off him in mid-air. And the umpires is giving it to me and I'll throw it up. Inside 45 for the Dolphins, who haven't done enough damage on the scoreboard here, so the Bombers will be pretty happy. Ball thrown up, one down by Hughes again. Monaco stripped out of it. Middleton, hand passed away, might have got one high, no free kick. Quick kick out of the congestion, and Balderas read it well and takes the mark at low at half forward. He goes inside, centering kick, just a bit too strong for Tierney. Had a fumble there. Here's a chance now for the Beeac. His hand pass was copped up by Flanagan. Hand pass to smothered. Middleton, Hughes, gone. Got enough to hand pass away. Middleton got one high, I think, but the umpire didn't see it.
Gee, the tackling's gone up, hasn't it?
It's lifted in intensity in the last 5 minutes, hasn't it?
Ball to be thrown up in 35 around from the Dolphins' goal, who've done all the attacking. Gee, that was a strange ball up from where we were. Bright lurking, dived over the top of the footy. Play still going on, Stacks on the mill, and we're going to get a ball up.
The boys all stopped there waiting for the ball up, and no whistle came, so they had to go back in again.
And there's a bit going on off the ball, but the umpire wastes no time, which is good umpiring. Hughes took it out of the ruck, stepping ball there. I think a clean ball to everybody. It's touched.
Score review.
Yeah, score review, but the goal umpire said, nope, I don't want any of that. So they go to 1-5-11.
Went through 2 sets of legs.
To 1 straight 6, so could this come back to bite them in the end of the day, the Dolphins?
So McDonald with the kick-out duties here. Just got to try and break them here at the moment, the Bombers. Here's a chance for Monaco, who's taken the mark just outside his defensive area. So Monaco's going to go in short and finds Tyler Flanagan.
Oh, he's paid it.
Just went 15 apparently too.
Kick.
He goes inbound. It's a pretty good kick. And he finds a teammate in Howlett. Howlett went the old switcheroo.
no.
But the field kick, and Bright's taken the mark. His kick looking for AJ's man in Fox. Couldn't take the ball with him. Sorry, it was Baker. And it'll be a ball up on the 45.
It was the right option.
It was the right option. It wasn't a great kick.
No.
He put a bit of height on it. Fox is lucky he didn't end up out in the ocean.
Yeah, that's right. Just jumping for it. Umpire throws it back up inside the 45 for the Dolphins. Here's Curnow. Hand passes to Louis Holmes. Gee, he must have had some popcorn before this game because he slipped one through the keeper again. Here's the Bull Thornton. Middleton's there as well. Swain's there. Baker's there. And I reckon there's a free kick. It's going to go the way of Irrewarra Beeac. So Middleton with the free kick and defensive 50 for the Bombers. He goes in short.
Still
And
Flanagan.
he finds Flanagan. So Flanagan now kicks the centre half forward. He's found the one bomber. It was Enor. Enor still keeps the ball alive. Hutchinson gathers the football. Hand passes to Monaco. Monaco puts it inside the forward 50, but Adams, big mark. Morrissey had to try and beat 4 defenders there, but Adams took a great mark with Morrissey under his hammer. They work it out. Here's Balderas. So Fraser. He goes inbound looking for Curnow. Good work there by the Bull Thornton. Hutchinson, hand passes to Mitch. Hand passes over the top to Enor. Enor runs, kicks, goals!
Great kick.
Goal at A contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Got to make most of your opportunities, Pete. When they break the lines there, the Bombers can outrun the Dolphins. And Enor kicks his first goal. And can you believe it? Irrewarra Beeac are in front. 2 straight 12. Lorne 1-5-11. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
A great example there of what we talked about pre-game. When they use their pace and speed and they move the ball quickly, that's when they can catch the Lorne defenders out. And that's all that happened then. The ball come in too quickly. They weren't able to get set. And Irrewarra Beeac hit the scoreboard and got the lead now, Max.
Just under 5 minutes to go on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
Enor's first goal for the year and an opportunity one of that. Free kick is going to go the Bombers' way. Everyone was looking around to see what the free kick was for. So Slater will put the Bombers into attack again. Drives it long there. He's kicked it about 3. Dolphins there. Van der Heuvel read it well. And Adams just let him have it, took an easy mark. So pretty much the only option he pretty much had. He goes to the outer side for Balderas. He marks. Oh, good fun by the youngster and DeWare. And drew up, and we're going to get a boundary throw in. Centre
Just
wing.
quickly,
Great
Drew,
smother.
Steve Comp stats, Fraser Balderas 4 marks already.
Round the ground, Saints at Thinquarter, Birregurra, 7-6-48, Lead Otway Districts, 2-3-15, South Colac, 3-3-21, Eagles 1-1-7. Nothing from Elvie, nothing from Apollo Bay.
Come on, boys, get your app going.
4 minutes to play in the opening term here. Bombers in front by a point. Slater just hacks the kick out of there. It's a good kick too, under pressure. And here's DeWare, here's Dewar. He marks it out, 2 kicks from goal. He goes inside 50. Morrissey's on a lead. Good punch away. That's on by the defenders there. Adams is just going to happy to let the ball bounce and roll over. We'll get a toss back in. So a good opportunity for the Bulls. Probably for the first time in this game, they get a stoppage inside 50. Big opportunity here, Pete, with under 4 to play in the opening quarter.
Yeah, they'd like to snag a goal here.
So they're about 30 out from goal here. So it's Slater and Hughes doing a battle in the lock. What they've done pretty much throughout this opening term. Hughes just paddles it out, just straight to the arms of Thornton. Deep from the pocket again. Wide punch it through for a nice behind.
I reckon that was going through too.
It
boys.
was.
I reckon you're right there, Pete.
Yeah.
So that's their first blemish on the scoreboard, and they lead by 2 points now. They're 2-1-13. Lorne 1-5-11. 21 and a half gone first quarter.
What a dangerous player Thornton is.
The DVH train with the kick-out duties for the Dolphins. Sends it out of defensive 45. Big pack around this one. Gawn and Bright. The duties there. Gone towards the boundary line. And it's been tackled. And it'll be a ball between centre wing and half forward, favouring the Bombers' side of the ground. They're kicking to the grandstand end of the ground here in this opening quarter, which we've got 3.5 to go on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
Even the aggro netball hasn't started yet either.
Oh, gee.
One's running a bit late here.
Yeah.
Just in cruisy time here at Lorne,
It's in
Pete.
holiday mode,
Yep.
Max.
Boundary throwing. Slater was a bit short there. Jacob Frandon's there as well. And all was there. Thornton tries to get the hand pass out. Balderas overruns it. And all gathers the football. Gets it over top to Jacob Frandon. Rugby skirmish though. Here's Middleton. Hand pass was smothered. Gee, it's a hot football. Here's Frampton again. Got it to the Bull. The Bull kick though was smothered. Went about 15 forward. Here's a chance now again for the Dolphins. Good tackle there by Hayden Slater. Will be a ball up. They've just gone up a little notch here, the Bombers.
They're good around the ball. They've lifted around that in the last 10 minutes. Yeah.
Hughes wins the tap out. Chance here now.
Oh,
Got the hair pass out. Annacott's there. Frampton as well. Tommy Frampton. Here's Jacob Frampton. He's kicked those, gone out of bounds on the full. He just grabbed the ball and just said, I'm going to see how much territory I can get. But boundary line was there and it went out of bounds.
yeah, the gang tackle is really back in vogue here at the moment. Irrewarra Beeac are all over it, aren't they?
Costello kicks it out of defensive 50 and he finds Balderas. Good mark by Big Fraser.
5 Steph Comstat marks.
Saw his brother Oscar lurking in the crowd before. Sends the ball inside the forward 50. Homer couldn't take the mark.
Another one.
Middleton. He sends the ball forward. There's a player loose. It's Paddy Bright, and he takes a good class over centre mark of the day. Yeah, Louis Homer, I don't know if he had a bag of popcorn in the pre-game, but he seems the ball just keeps slipping out of his hands.
Yeah, because we know what a solid mark he is, and it's unusual to see him, but he's making good position.
He is. Yeah.
He just can't hold him at the moment.
So Paddy Bright's kicked Lorne's only goal so far this afternoon. He's in the right forward pocket, about 30 metres out from goal.
I'd back his brother from here.
He goes back. It looks good.
Oh,
Sneaks through the old teeth dryer, and he kicks a goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Got by the head of his chitty chin chin, Pete.
Yeah, it did, and it was a great kick from there. He was on a reasonable angle, but as we've seen with his brother, he's a dead-eye dick shot for goal, and brother might be the same.
They're going to be a pretty good duo there. 2-5-17 Lorne, Irrewarra Beeac 2-1-13. Just 2 minutes to go on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
I think Pete Mulheron's volunteering to put his hand out for the Melbourne Comedy Festival next year. He's coming up with some of his best stuff, but it's only the first quarter. Well done by Balderas. Curnow drives it long inside 50. Paddy Bright lurking again. Good punch away by Stonehouse. Bouncing towards the outside, the 45. Middleton did well. To Bright, Selson Kenny. That was Jackson. His kick was partly smothered there. Paddy put his head over the footy. He's well tackled, and he got one high.
Oh.
Free kick will go to Bright, and he's going to have another shot at goal. Umpire there, Dinnick was all over it there, and he said he got one a little bit over the shoulder, so he's going to take a kick, and he'll go back for number 3.
I could say, Drew, the Brights have really lit up the forward line.
The bright sunny day, isn't it, Pete?
Keep it going, Pete.
Same angle here, but a little bit further out. So let's see if he can get the same result.
He's kicked both their goals here, pretty much in the same spot, but a bit further out towards about 10 in from the boundary. Kick on its way, and it's coming back.
Oh, poster.
Hello. 2-6-18. Lorne, I was right. 2 goals, 1 he's got now. Bombers are 2-1-13. We're about 95 seconds to go. It's been an entertaining opening quarter here in this grand final rematch.
McDonald finds Swain. Swain now kicks. And he finds the ball and Thornton. His kick was smothered by Homer. Homer still couldn't go to the football. He just has to smother it. And it's gone out of bounds and a boundary throw-in. So a couple of possessions for the Bombers going in their back half have been not so great. Normally, Enor what was it, Slater that tried to send to the kick, and then Thornton then should really just drove the ball forward, but kick was smothered.
Lorne got a scoring opportunity here that they shouldn't have really had.
Thornton this time, though, sends the ball out of that stoppage.
Ooh.
Big DVH train takes a big class over centre mark of the day on centre win. So a minute 14 left on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. Vander Hoovel sends the ball to centre half forward.
Down the full.
And it is. It's gone out of bounds on the full. Boundary will be a free kick to the Bombers. Can they just get one last 4-day forward with a minute to go? It is a 5-point margin. It's been a good start to this grand final rematch. As Patch sends the ball from half back to half forward. Hutchinson flew high. Couldn't take the final grab, though. The hand pass wasn't great. Here's a chance for Curnow. Got it over to Richie White, who sends the ball to centre half forward. Bright takes the mark or free kick. I'll tell you what, AJ, count that as a mark.
Yeah, I agree.
That was a ripper class over centre mark of the day. He goes inbound and Coots just out muscles his opponent and takes a big class over centre mark of the day in front of Patch.
And this will be the last kick of the quarter.
That was a couple of beauty marks by Bright and Coots.
Well, Coots would look like he was out of position, and Patch just fell at the wrong time,
Pete,
didn't he?
He's going at Charlie McCartan levels. 6 marks.
6 marks already.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we said he was hot early.
Yeah.
So Oscar Coots had a great 2024 season. Good start to his 2025 season. Goes back in. Can he kick the Lawns third?
Sure.
He likes
And he
it.
has.
Oh, he's missed it.
No, he's missed. Oh.
I think he tried the con the
Yeah,
the
tried to con the goal umpire.
There's the siren. So it's 6 points the margin. Literally 2-7-19. Lorne 2-1-13. Irrewarra back at quarter time. Paddy Bright's kicked the only 2 goals for the Dolphins, while Charlie Morrissey and Tom Enor have kicked the goals for the Bombers. We'll take a break. Stevcom stats, think order around the grounds, and plenty more. So stay tuned here on Mix FM.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.
Your workwear should stand up to the tough stuff. That's exactly what the Pilbara Country Range does at Hip Pocket Workwear Colac. From durable shirts to tough jeans, built for comfort and long days on the job. Hip Pocket Workwear Colac, the Mix FM Business of the Month.
Timboon Motors are now Mahindra dealers. Mahindra have a great range of sport utility vehicles engineered for adventure with a 7-year warranty and roadside assist on most models. Mahindra, rugged, reliable and excellent value. Test drive today at Timboon Motors. LMCT 2032.
In the last quarter, the Richardson Real Estate sales team has been working hard. We've listed 37 properties with 26 already under contract. We've conducted 156 appraisals, providing detailed insights to help buyers and sellers make informed decisions. There's been an increase in activity this year, with buyers competing again, so now is a great time to sell. Contact our team for a free appraisal and let us help you achieve your real estate goals. Richardson Real Estate, Colac's most trusted opinion.
When it's legal assistance you need, here's a legal partner you can trust. Barrow Legal. Jared Barrow, a local looking after locals. Expert advice and representation for when you're buying or selling a house, land, farm, even a business. Making or updating your will. And when you find yourself on the wrong side of the law or faced with intervention order problems, Jared, a former investigator and prosecutor, knows what it takes to fight for your rights. Don't make a clanger out of your legal needs. Contact Barrow Legal.
Palsty Agricultural Contracting, supplying, carting and spreading fertilisers and lime in bulk or bins. Even spreading your effluent ponds to the paddock via an umbilical system. Palsty Agricultural Contracting, 0409 3300 79.
Quality and professional earth moving solutions, that's LGK Earthworks, a family-run business tackling your rural, civil and landscaping projects. For a free, no-obligation quote, lgkearthworks.com.au. Check out their exceptional eye for detail on Instagram.
Leslie Maintenance and Pipe Fitting specialise in on-site welding, labour hire and stainless and mild steel welding. You can rely on them with one of their safety handrails, perfect for your elderly relatives. They're industry leaders, providing repairs and upgrades to your workplace, dairy and stockyards. Bruce Street, Colac.
Looking for building materials? Look to ENRA Parlour Home Hardware of Simpson. Find a huge range of timber, roofing, plumbing and electrical lines. Delivering to Compton, Timboon, Princetown and Port Campbell. Parlour's Home Hardware, Barrymore Street, Simpson.
At Sports Power Colac, we're strong supporters of local footy and netball. We've got everything you need for the season. The most popular shoes, boots, socks, shorts, compression gear, balls and more. This football and netball season, see us at Sports Power Colac, your local experts.
Welcome to Is Your Furniture Older Than Your Parents'? Oof, but don't worry. This May, Harvey Norman Furniture is here to save your style.
Upgrade your tight sofa, sad dining chairs and that lumpy recliner. Amazing deals, plus no deposit and no interest for 36 months to approved customers. T's and C's apply. See in store for details. Because your home deserves a standing ovation, even if your recliner doesn't.
On now at Harvey Norman Furniture, Warren Ponds.
Timboon Motors are now Mahindra dealers. Mahindra have a great range of sport utility vehicles engineered for adventure with a 7-year warranty and roadside assist on most models. Mahindra, rugged, reliable and excellent value. Test drive today at Timboon Motors. LMCT 2032.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Yeah, quarter time here in the grand final rematch. A beautiful afternoon here at Lorne. It's the Dolphins 2-7-19. They lead Irrewarra Beeac 2-1-13. Paddy Bright's kicked 2 goals for Lorne. Charlie Morrissey, Harry Carmody. Tom Enor are the goal kickers. For the Bombers, before we go around the grounds, thanks to Think Order, we'll go to the Stevcom stats, AJ.
Looking at the free kicks for the first term, 8 to Lorne, 6 to Irrewarra Beeac. As far as the hit-outs go, James Hughes 11 for Lorne, 5 to Dom Slater for Irrewarra Beeac. Hayden Slater also a couple for Irrewarra Beeac. Major stats winners for the Lorne side. A couple on 8. Bailey Vander Heuvel, 7 kicks, 1 handball, 4 marks. Jackson Bright, 8 kicks, no handballs, 6 marks. The marks are the real story in the Stevcom stats, along with Bright, 6, and Vander Heuvel, 4. 5 also to Fraser Balderas, 4 to Oscar Coots. Their aerial dominance is really telling in this game. On the Bombers side of things, 10 in the first term to Mitch the Ball Thornton, 7 kicks, 3 handballs, 1 mark. 8 to Tobel Middleton, 2 kicks, 6 handballs and 1 mark. Those leading stats winners on the ground, thanks to Stevcom boys.
Thank you, AJ. Think order around the ground. South Colac 3-3-21, Eagles 1-2-8, Beeac 9-7-61, Otway Districts 3-3-21. Nothing from Elvie, nothing from Apollo Bay.
So if there's anyone listening, can you tell them to start their app up if you want around the ground scores?
And the AFL boys, about 11 into the third quarter at the MCG. Hawthorn trying to maintain a 7-year dread against the D's. Are up by 8 points at the moment, 43-35.
Pete, what did you like about that first quarter from both sides?
Well, it was missed opportunities from Lorne's point of view. I think they had the better of the quarter and had more scoring opportunities, but they weren't able to capitalise. But then there was a period in the middle of the game, quarter there, where Irrewarra Beeac really seemed to control the game, and it was played inside their forward 50, and they made the most of their opportunities. But Mitchy Thornton, of course, he's been good in there. I think it's been a pretty even battle in the ruck. I know Hughesy's had more hit-outs, but I reckon it's been a pretty even battle. But the class inside the forward line is what worries. The 2 Bright boys down there. I thought the fellow in the crash helmet was...
Tierney.
I thought he had a bit of an influence there. Holmer looks dangerous if he can grab the ball. And the big bloke at centre-half forward, Vander Heuvel, he looks like he's going to be a real stumbling block with the game going forward. But Irrewarra Beeac have got to continue to use their pace and lower their eyes like they did a couple of times and make the most of their opportunities to stay in this game.
All right, so second quarter about to get underway thanks to Benuva Foods, as we're just waiting for a couple of little attackers, just having a bit of a Saturday afternoon play.
Love it, don't we, Drew?
Yeah, we do.
You're in the country now, boys.
Yeah, that's right.
So the second term underway. Here is Mother. It's just an interesting start at quarter time. 12-6 clearances in favour of the Bombers. So the Bombers doing a good job in that aspect. Back in the middle to start the second term. But holding the ball, being picked out, and it's going to go to Balderas.
Incorrect disposal, Drew.
Correct, thank you. So he kicks long up towards inside the 50. Paddy Bright got the frog seat there. Good punch away there. Bouncing forward to the front of the ball. Paddy Bright mops up. Just settles, sort of hacked the footy going forward there, but he's still enough to go for the footy. On this occasion there, he's still hovering. Fox just gets the kick away just in the nick of time. Middleton, this is Jesse. Has a ping from 40. Right foot snap. What a finish! That is a great goal. Goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Under plenty of pressure, he just sort of slammed it on the boot from 40, under pressure, and he has snapped an absolute gem.
That was a real classy goal there from Middleton. As you said, Drew, he was under all sorts of pressure, and he never looked like missing once he got his boot to the ball. It was always going through, but so that's a great start for Lorne. For this second quarter.
3-7-25, the Dolphins lead by 12 points. The Bombers are 2-1-13.
Back in the middle there, Slater wins the tap out. It comes out now to O'Loughlin, who got the hand pass over the top now. Here's Fox, sends the ball inside the forward 50. Costello, he's taken a class over centre mark of the day. And he'll go back and have a shot for goal directly in front. Gee, they could kick the first 2 goals in the first minute and a half of this quarter.
Interestingly, Balderas has gone into the ruck and Hughes hasn't gone forward. He's gone to the bench.
Don't mind that, Pete.
Yeah.
Give the ruckman a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
I think they're planning their rotation, so I think they're doing like a 3-way swap.
And I think the forward line's functioning pretty well at the moment.
Costello had a shot in the first quarter that looked pretty easy, but he kicked it out of bounds on the full. He'll have a shot. Similar position, about 40 metres out, slight angle. Usually better to run over a little small forward.
Oh, that's
he
a
goes
helicopter.
back and he's just snuck it in. That was a mongrel, breaking punt. I don't know what else you could call it, Pete.
It was going to go out in the full
SHIT kick, but somehow it went through for a goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
That is the most
flukiest. I don't know how else you could describe that.
That was an ugly drop punt.
It felt like an Elwyn Costello act.
It was spinning
and it went through for a goal.
sideways.
4-7-31 Lorne, 2-1-13 Irrewarra Beeac, and a minute and a half gone in this quarter. They've kicked 2 goals, blown the margin out to 18 points.
That was the most ugliest set shot for goal you'll ever see in 2025, and Balderas wins another clearance. They go inside 50 again, and Jackson Bright, front of the pack, takes the class harvest centre mark of the day, and he is killing them down there at the moment.
7 marks, Stepcom stats, boys.
Balderas in the centre.
They need a timeout here, or
Yeah, they do, for sure. They absolutely
do.
Yep.
But, they're all high-fiving Balderas there in the centre. He's just been outstanding.
Well, this is when they did the damage in the grand final, didn't they? They broke the game apart in that second quarter and doing the same thing, and we're only 2 minutes in.
So Jackson Bright, of course, a Bell Park champion goal kicker. Can he kick his thirst?
He has.
And no problems at all. So bang, bang, bang to start the second quarter. They've kicked 3 goals in 3.5 minutes. And they've altered in this early cause, and the early warning sirens are sounding for the Bombers. They go on to now 5-7-37, leading by 24 points. The Bombers are 2-1-13. We played 3.5 minutes in this second quarter, thanks to Minerva Foods. Pete?
I think Balderas was heading for the bench there, but they've sent him back on. He's done too much damage in this first couple of minutes. Yeah. So, it's been outstanding work from him in that centre bounce.
Jeepers, what do... Irrewarra Beeac got in the back pocket here. 24 points the margin with a slip.
Goes again.
The eye and Balderas wins the tap out and gathers the footy and sends it forward again for the Dolphins. Turney couldn't take the mark. Swain's there. He's tackled. And Uphold coming ball it up on the 45.
The Bombers trying Hayden Slater in the ruck now, Maxie. Trying something different.
I just need a couple of stoppages to settle things down.
So Slater up against Balderas. Balderas wins the tap out. Here's a chance now. Dwight gets it over top to Swain. Kicks now just for a bit of territory. Prezaz Tech Industries picks up the footy. Hand passes over the top. Coates tried to get it over backwards, but it's going to be, it's a 50-50 ball here. Umpire's going to pin someone. I don't know. I didn't think anyone grabbed it.
Jeez.
So Flanagan wins the free kick. Dill, he's going to send the ball forward for the Bombers. So they desperately need one. White gathers the football in defence. Sends the ball very high. Could bring back a bit of snow. No one could take the mark here. Here's a chance now for McDonald. Got a high tackle, so free kick to the Bombers. He's going to send the ball to centre half forward, and he finds a teammate on the lead.
Hutchison, I think, is it?
Yep.
And Hutchie's taken the mark just inside the 45, but he'll have to kick it probably on from about 50. I'm not sure what he's like with the raking kick.
We're about to find out.
They desperately need one.
Yeah, I wonder if psychologically that line plays in his mind. He thinks, I can't kick this distance. But
he fancies his chances.
He was a really big improving player as the season progressed last year, wasn't he?
He was.
He's had a good start to the year. Missed last week, right on the 45.
Ooh.
Kick's going to make the distance, but it's gone right through for behind.
The distance easy.
Easy. Oh, it's not a 50-metre line. We've got to keep remembering
that's right.
It gives you a funny perception.
2-2-14 Irrewarra back. 5-7-37 Lorne. Thumping kick by DVH.
Oh.
It's a thump. We went straight to the middle of the ground like a Ben Graham's type scenario. Balderas is there. Big stack on this one. Paddy Bright's there as well. Matthews throws in a body. And it'll be a ball up.
Oscar Coote just says thank you very much.
Yeah.
The size difference, but Lorne are so much bigger and they're exerting their dominance, Pete.
Yeah, they are.
Umpire throws it back up. Balderas up against Slater. Hayden, but his hand pass went to Louis Holman. Guess what? He slipped out of his hands.
Free kick is going to go to Helmer.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see how he gathers the football here when it's just gently kicked to him. I think Hutchie's just going to go hand it to him.
Go and hand it to him.
Yeah, he's going to go up.
There we go. Oh, he got it. That time Holmer. So Louis Holmer had the greatest start to the game. He now sends the ball inside the forward 50 for the Dolphins. Bright couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance now for the Bombers. Hayden Slater at half-back. Good work. Chain of handballs. Swain.
Oh.
His kick wasn't good to Hutchinson. Overruns it. Here's a chance now for DVH. He's tackled by Hutchinson. And he's still at the footy. It's going to take a huge amount of effort to get that guy onto the ground. He's a monster.
He is.
Gee, they're so much bigger, Pete.
But his pace then on the ground, wasn't he? He went away from Hutchison.
And you had Chip McCormack if he comes back and play. Boy, two big bodies in that midfield, hard to tackle. A ball in at centre win, Drewy.
So it was thrown in, but the banner pole was just a little bit too short, so we're going to get another thrown in again here. Massive crowd in on a beautiful afternoon in May. Matthews paddles it back. Kicked up the line there by Middleton, up towards the wing, half-forward position. Bright was ushed underneath at 10. He did well. Hand pass, Pratt. Bright was a little bit hot right for him, but he mops up the football. Caught. Should be gone, and it is. Yep. Good tackle there by the youngster, by Chrissy Dunn. He's going to win himself a free kick, and he takes off. He's going to go towards half-foot. Howard's on the lead. Was he interfered with? Surely have to be. He's going to win himself a free kick. So this is the next problem. Can he find a target? Morrissey's the only deepest forward there. So Howard, he's kicked it straight to the man on the mark. Adams dived over the top of it, and I think he might be in trouble as well, I think. Ball up. No. Well, that was a lead off there.
Yeah, look, he just couldn't find an option inside 50 and ran too close to the man on the mark.
Gee, that hate you as a coach, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Ball thrown up. Balderas again wins another tap down and wins the clearance and just hacks the kick to the centre of the ground. Frampton come off his head. I think he might have hurt himself in the process, and I hope he's all right. Anor kicks inside 50. Where the ball bounced in favour there wide. Here's a chance for Morrissey. He was pushed out of it. Was it illegal? No, according to the umpire. And a free and a ball up will be picked out here. Let's get back to Tommy Frampton. He seems to be okay. Got the ball on the top of his head.
Morrissey was probably a little bit unlucky there. He might have earned himself a free kick.
So ball to be thrown up here. So can the Bombers get some reward? They're pressing again. Howlett wins the tap down there. Done over the top, and we're going to get another ball up. This is another learning curve for Charlie Morrissey, playing on Barely Vander Havel, who we all know what he's like in a higher grade of footy. So ball thrown up, one down by Howlett. Fox caught. He's going to go back and mop up, and he's going to get I think a questionable free kick, but it was there, and Fox will take the free kick in the last line of defence.
AJ's man, Cole Fox with the footy. Gets it over the top to Ed Curnow. Eduardo sends it in outside their defensive half of the ground. Here's a chance for Slater to Enor. Enor beats one. He beats two. He's using his pace. His kick wasn't good, though. It's been turned over. Good job there by Middleton for the Lorne Football Club. Here's Patch. He overruns the football. Stonehouse picks up the football. He just looks up and he's just gang tackled by a bunch of Dolphins. And it'll be a ball up between centre wing and half forward, favouring Lorne's side of the ground. They've kicked the first 3 goals of this quarter in the opening 3 minutes. They lead this one 37-14 at the moment. Ball kicked forward by Bright. Endicott kicks it inside the forward 50. Run onto it now. Here's a chance for the Dolphins again. It's a behind.
I think it was Endicott,
Yeah, he was just running. He just wanted to score there. So they go to 5-8-38 to 2-2-14. 13 scoring shots to 4. They're completely dominating on the scoreboard at the moment.
Imagine they kick straight like last week.
Yeah.
They did. They kicked really straight, didn't they?
22-4 or something like that.
Howlett over the top now. Finds a teammate.
Good kick.
And here's Carmody, Harry Carmody, with the footy on centre wing. This is their problem, going to centre half forward at the moment. Kick looking for Morrissey, had to beat a couple. White's got the football. Good pressure there by Morrissey, but the numbers are with the Dolphins. And Alex Adams, he did a bit of Pete Mulherron dance moves then to get out of that, but his hand pass was smothered.
Days.
Oh, yeah. And it's out of bounds. We've got 11 minutes to go in this quarter, thanks to Richardson Real Estate time clock.
So thrown in again. Slater, this is Hayden doing the ruck work. And he kind of got a free kick for his corner too, which he will. So what can the Bombers do here inside 50? And that kick, that's an interesting sort of a kick. Everyone collided down there. Adams and Howlett collide there. I think it might have been going for the same footy. Here's a chance for Bazastek across half back. He kicks up towards the wing position. McDonald should get a run at it here. Was he take it out of it illegally? Not according to the umpire. Coast now receives the hand pass here. Kicks inside 50. Hughes has got one out, and he's going to get a very soft free kick, it's fair to say. I didn't think there was a lot in that, but the umpire saw it differently. And James Hughes, if you're a defender and you give away questionable free kicks like that, how much hope do you have?
Yeah, he's a big unit down there. He takes a bit of shifting when he plants his feet. And, whether it was a free kick or not, I'd have to look at the replay, Drewy.
Might have been, but a little bit soft, I reckon. So Hughes, for another goal to put him up by 30 points. We'll tick past the halfway mark of this second quarter thanks to Minerva Foods as Hughes comes in and kicks his first. And this is turning into a bit of a drubbing at the moment. And they go into 6-8-44 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. They lead Irrewarra back 2-2-14. Second quarter thanks to Minerva Foods. As I said, that is on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. And we've still got another 10 minutes to play in this quarter.
So this game's just been turned on its head by Oscar Balderas going into the ruck, really, and the quality of the centre clearances has just been too much for Irrewarra Beeac.
Just banging it out there into the forward line, gets deep entries at the small side of the ground, Pete.
Yeah,
and,
deep and quick.
Suddenly it's one-on-one, it's forward, and big guys like Merv's boy take advantage.
Bombers were up by 2 points about 25 minutes, half an hour ago. Now it's 30 points.
Yep. Shows you what they can do, Pete, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Kicking straight, flexing their muscles. They look good, the Dolphins. So 30 points the margin, 10 minutes to go in this quarter on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard 6-8 to 2-2. Balderas again wins the tap out, went straight to Curnow. And he's wrapped up. It'll be another ball up.
He's gang tackled him. He wasn't going anywhere.
Taking 6 blokes.
Dominated around the clearance work in the first quarter. This quarter, I reckon this has been a wipeout from Lorne.
Well, the tap-outs have been a little bit more dominant, haven't they?
Balderas wins the tap out. Curnow's there. It's going to be a free kick to the Dolphins. So Fraser Balderas, who turned that semi-final against Elvie on its head, the move into the ruck, and he's doing the same thing today. He's Bright, picks up the football. This way, that way. Blind turns McDonald, sends it inside the footy. Fires Hughes. Race out. That is a premium group painting player of the day by Jackson Bright.
What a kick.
Didn't take the mark. Had the blind turn McDonald assess the options, and he just found Hughes on the lead.
Well, that was all class. What about the trap?
Yeah.
Like the pickup from Hughes, from Bright, that he just made it look easy, but that was pretty difficult. And then he's turned this way and that and still hit Hughes, put the ball out in front of him.
Hughes directly in front, 20 metres out.
Should kick this.
And he puts the icing on what was a great premium group painting play of the day. And Hughes has got his second in a couple of minutes. And jeepers, Lorne have absolutely flexed their muscles here today. 7-8-50 to 2-2-14. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. 9 minutes to go on the Richardson Real Estate time clock in this second quarter here on Mix FM.
And the crowd's all in stunned silence here on the hill, aren't they, Max?
Pete, that play, again, another clearance, Fraser Balderas.
The thing is, he's decisive in his tap-outs. Like he clears the ball, so when the takeaway comes from the centre break, it's done with a bit of time around them, not under pressure like what was happening in the first quarter. And when the ball's coming down that quick, there's not much defenders can do.
Cam Parker's just scratching his head, says, what can I do?
What's happened?
Well, there was warning signs in that first quarter. They did have 9 10 shots for goal in that quarter.
And there's Balderas again. Might as well count him as another midfielder. Gone towards centre half forward. Here's an opportunity now with Coots. He has a peg from 40, and it's a free kick.
And it was advantage.
Oh, advantage, okay. So it's gone through for a behind, so I don't think the umpires, the players were aware of that.
This reminds me of the day down at Simpson with Jamar early in that quarter when he absolutely dominated.
So short kicking, not 15 currently. So Swain just has to get it out of there, really, when you think of it there. Fletcher had a piece of it, couldn't take the mark. Coots was intercepted there. Good tackle, but he got one high. According to the umpire. Gee. He's off. He's off. So he kicks inside 50, looking for Hughes. Was he interfered with? But doesn't matter. And the mark being taken by Jackson Bright. And he'll go back and have a ping in the left foot pocket from at 20 metres out.
So the man on the mark was arguing with the umpire over the free kick, and he's just turned and taken
Oscar
off.
Said, I'm
gone.
See you later.
So Jackson Bright's going to do the Stevie J bread and butter, you would think. And he's kicked another one. This is getting very ugly here. And it's
What's
a goal
the
that
score, Drew?
No, AJ, it's 1 point more.
Sorry.
8-9-57. I was going to read the score out, mate. Leave it to the commentator to do her job. 8-9-57 to move on to now. To 2-2-14. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. AJ, let us do it.
So that was 2-7 in the first quarter, and they've kicked 7 goals, 2 in the second
quarter, yeah. But look, I don't know what Irrewarra Beeac, what can they throw in that centre square to try and counteract Balderas at the moment. They've probably tried all their options. They don't have that big key forward that they could throw down there for 10 minutes.
The scary thing is there's still 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Gee, they're absolutely getting pants to the midfield here. And Balderas wins the tap out again. He's possessed at the moment. Matthews, Middleton got the hand pass forward. Here's a chance again now for Coots. This way, that way. He's got to be pinned there. He took on about 3 players then. Monaco wins the free kick for Irrewarra Beeac. So Monaco at halfback is going to go in short. And he finds the ball. Mitch Thornton Plays on centre wing. Kicks to centre half forward. That's a good kick. He finds a player on the lead, and it's Hutchinson, his lookalike.
Well, he made the distance with the last shot at goal, so he's going to go back and probably going to have a crack. So he trusts he's got the journey.
Jesus, they need one. 7 unanswered goals in favour of Lorne when Irrewarra Beeac took the lead.
And thank you for the understatement of the day, Max.
Oh, boy.
So he put the three-quarter post high from here only 10 minutes ago, so let's hope he can get this one a bit more accurate.
Same distance, probably right on the 45-metre line. A little bit straighter in. He goes back, and he has missed again. Another behind. Another score for Irrewarra Beeac, 2-3-15, 8-9-57, 42 points the margin.
No,
there's a chance there for Ryan, who got the hand pass over top to Coates. Coates' kick has been turned over.
Good tackle.
And good tackle there by Matthews against Swain, and we're balling between centre wing and half forward, favouring Lorne on the scoreboard side of the ground.
6.5 to play here in this second quarter, thanks to Minerva Foods in this grand final rematch. I'll give you a score what's going on at the MCG as the Hawks look to end Melbourne's 8-year winning run, and it's going out of the Irrewarra. It's only a point in it. 7-8-50 to Hawks. Today 6-13-49. So game's pretty much up for grabs at the MCG. As the ball's been spilled at the back, here's a chance for Fox. He got a kick away just. Oh, well done again by Middleton. Jesse, good handball under pressure to Fletcher. He kicks inside. 50, Bright again! Whatever his hands are like today, he's just like glue. Yeah. Every time he's put the mitts out, and it just stuck to his hands.
Bryce McDonald didn't do too much wrong there. It was just exceptional hands there from Bright under extreme pressure.
How many marks for now, Jackson Bright, AJ?
9.
Thank you.
Stepcom stats.
9.
9.5 for
jeepers.
football. Jeez.
That's sometimes you get that for an intercept defender, but not from a forward.
He's kicked 2 for the term, Jackson Bright.
And he set up a beautiful one too to Hughes, didn't he?
Yeah.
35 out. Almost directly in front. This for their 9th for the half. And he's
missed it.
Missed it, I think. He has. Golden Pile just wanted a bit of me time. So go to 8-10-58. Bombers at 2-3-15. 5:42 to play in this second quarter. Greg Allen Farm Machinery score.
Could have been a lot worse because they've missed a lot of set shots.
Yeah, they have.
And not from hard angles either. So Howlett in defence for the Bombers.
Well, they need to try something because whatever's not working at the moment.
Yeah, they just got to, I guess, go into the half-time break and reset. So the Bombers now trying to work it from their back half. So far, so good. They got it on the centre wing here. Slater now kicks the centre half forward. But DBH, mitts out. Class over centre marker today with a big unit. He goes inbound and finds Alex Adams. Got the hand pass over the top to Curnow. Curnow now kicks the centre wing. Wasn't a great kick there.
Oh,
there is a free kick. Downfield free kick. Curnow was dealt with after he kicked it. So Middleton will get the free kick on centre wing for Lorne. Jesse now sends it inside their 45. Big pack around this one. Hughes couldn't take the mark. Bright's lurking as well. Frampton just runs out of bounds and goes boundary throwing.
Well, if you're Cam Parker, Pete, what can you do?
Well, I'm sort of out of options at the moment because where they're getting beaten is where their weakness is in the tall man department, and they've tried everything they could to, I suppose you just hope, can Balderas keep this up for... we haven't seen him play 4 quarters on the ball.
Hughes was in the ruck in that forward half and he won the tap out, but it's going to be another ball up. So
Around the ground, thanks to Think Order. Alvia 10-5, 65. Lead Simpson 3-4-22.
So a ball up here. Hughes up against Slater. Slater wins a tap out, but Hughes grabs the football. Hand pass now. Here's Curnow. Kick was smothered. Frampton. Good tackle there by Paddy Bright. And it'll be another ball up. They're locking it in their forward half of the ground here, the Dolphins.
Also around the grounds as well. South Colac 7-5-47. Eagles 3-4-22. And Irrewarra 11-7-73. Otway Districts 4-3-27.
5 minutes to go in this quarter. Jacob Frampton there. He's been all right. Sends the ball out of defensive 50, but DVH takes a big mark. The DVH train winds up, puts it inside the forward 50 for Lorne. Big pack around this one. Gort takes a good mark, and they're off to the races here, the Bombers.
They are. Hutchison got in front. Should be paid the mark. No.
Oh, a bit stiff.
Coots intercepted it. Gets a hand pass away to Fletcher. He kicks inside 50. Thornton! And a free kick advantage paid. What's that? I'm going to take all of them on. Has a bounce through the corridor. Kicks to centre half forward. Coveting in front. Should get a free kick, surely. And he will. And the umpire and the crowd appreciating that one.
Go back and have a shot. Go.
He's going to have a ping from 48. He had a ping, but it made the distance, but it's offline.
Why did they do that?
Well, he could have lowered his eyes till he had a couple of plays in the right forward pocket running in.
But he had the distance easy.
And that's all premium group painting play of the day there from Mitch the Ball Thornton. He kicked out towards the outer side, and he's home for his mark, that one.
He's held that one, Maxie. You missed it.
Class Ava centre mark of the day. So it's 8-10 plays, 2-4. Margin 42 points with 4 to play in this first half. Ball spilled to the back there. Balderas got a clean run at it on this occasion. Patches there as well. They're still in. Just. Now it's out. We get a boundary thrown through Mitch Gort.
So, Pete, Harry Carmi playing on there, I think it's a sign that they're under massive pressure out there. Massive pressure.
They needed a goal badly, and he should have just went back and he had the distance covered. He was... Whether the 50-metre line confused him, whether he thought he was a little bit further out, but even with his snap, he covered the distance easy.
So, boundary throw in, inside 45 for the Dolphins yet again, who have dominated this second quarter. Coach was pushed out of the football. Curnow with class through, he's under pressure. Long kick, a high ball, Bright yet again. Ball spills to the back. Brilliant bit of play, but he stuffed it up, Costello. I don't know what he was going on there. And we're going to get a boundary throw in.
You were lucky, AJ. I thought that was Fox then.
And there's a little bit of, g'day, how you going? And what's the umpire paid here?
Well...
you don't tell me he's giving a free kick away.
I think Costello might have, because he was a bit lippy and a bit pushy to Frampton, Drewy, in that little contest.
He readjusted his headband, I think.
Yeah.
So free kick will go to Frampton. Long kick up the line, but it's a shocker. And Van der Hovel takes an easy intercept mark.
7 marks, Devcom stats, boys.
Gee, they're tall in here, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
So he's going to put it deep inside.
Oh, he's going to have a crack.
He's going to have a ping from 55. Why not, wouldn't you?
Go for the 9-pointer, Drewy.
Well, we've seen him kick earlier in the day to indicate he'll make the distance.
He's going to have a ping. 55 out. He runs around on the left. He's striking pretty well. He strikes it beautifully. What about that for a kick? Goal of the contender, and they can't do no wrong, the Dolphins.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, the big left-footer arc, hey? It just went on and on and on, and he covered the distance comfortably in the end.
9-10, 64 the Dolphins. They're proving they're flexing their muscles and they're setting a message to the rest of the competition. To Irrewarra Beeac 2-4-16, 25 and a half played in his second quarter thanks to Minerva Foods. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard. What a kick, and it made the distance by about 10 to 15 metres.
No, he's been impressive today. His intercept marking's been outstanding.
Back in the middle here, Balderas wins the tap out again. Fox was lurking as well. Turney's got the football, and it's going to be another ball up inside the centre square. So they've kicked the last 8 goals of the match, Lorne. 7 of them in this quarter. That first 3 minutes, just powerful football by the Dolphins, and they've just carried on with it with 2.5 to go in this on the real estate Richardson Real Estate time clock. Umpire throws it back up again. Slater wins the tap out. There's going to be a free kick, so he won a tap out, but he's given away the free kick to Balderas, who's had a wonderful second quarter. Big Fraser, who now just bangs it inside the forward 50 for Lorne. Big pack around. He marked that like Wayne Carey there, Pete.
What is this? Line
mitts out, and he just took the grab. Oh, boy, class over centre mark of the day.
What is this, Lorne Dolphins or the Harlan Globetrotters?
So he was surrounded by about 3 or 4 Irrewarra Beeac players in that contest, and he just stuck the big mitts up, and it just one grab.
Around the grounds, thanks to Think Order. Jack Gunston's hit the goal to put the Hawks 6 points in front early in the last at the MCG.
So Hughesy, he's kicked 2 goals so far this quarter, directly in front, about 25 out. He kicks it straight over the goal umpire's hat.
Oh, it's given
and it's a goal. And the Pod squad are on fire. 10-10-70 Lorne, 2-4-16 Irrewarra Beeac. It's a 8-goal quarter, and they've kicked the last 9 goals of the match. And half-time can't come quick enough for Cam Parker's Irrewarra Beeac with a minute and a half to go on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
So Balderas has played the whole quarter in the ruck. I reckon the last couple of contests you can see the jump's gone out of him. He's getting a bit tired. So
he's played a quarter, hasn't he?
Outstanding quarter. But he might need a bit of a spell. Anyway, probably make a liar of me and hit this 30 metres.
We'll do Polly Farmer style. He'll grab it out of the ruck and nick Natty Nui, a couple of bounces and goal. But, gee, they're just big inside the forward 50, aren't they?
Yeah. Look, any ball that's put in there high on a day like today, it's just made for a team like this, isn't it?
Around the grounds, thanks to Thinkwater. Alvia 65, lead Simpson 22. South Colac 47, lead Eagles 22. And Irrewarra, should say, 73, lead Otway Districts 34. Will Hutchison's got 3. Geez, we were impressed with him last week, and he's continued that great start to the year today. As we go back in the middle again, as we approach half-time, and the Bombers cannot wait for that to come around and cannot wait for the other siren to go. Monaco was crunched. Slater got the hand pass away on this occasion there. Spills at the front to where Tedouino just snaps around the corner there looking for Bacon. Just a bit of an awkward ball to carry. Middleton's down on his knees there. Hopefully everything okay, but a free kick's been picked out for a throw. It's going to go the Bombers' way and Bacon to take the kick.
Toby Middleton on his haunches in the centre of the ground.
I think he might have just winded himself, I reckon, there, Pete.
Yeah.
So 55 out. Can they hit the kick? That's poor. That's real poor. And Matthews there takes an easy intercept mark.
This is where they miss the Cooper Stevens magic
in
times like this, don't
He's
they?
going to switch across the ground
the
and
big
here's
boy
again. He's going to go round the boundary side to Holmer. Marks it inside the field of play. We're inside the last 60 seconds of what has been a second quarter blitz from the reigning premiers. Goes in, Borthorpe and come attacking like 100 mile an hour. Grab the footy now. Right on the wing position. He kicks inside 50. Morris, he had his son in his eyes, but he did really well. That's a really good mark. Class A for centre mark of the day. He had the ball, he had the sun right in his eyes, and he did not take his eyes off the football.
Didn't flinch at all. It was a great effort from the young bloke.
And he'll go back. This is a tough kick. 45 metres out, but he's right on the boundary line. Kicked the first goal of the game.
I reckon 1 in 10 for this shot, I reckon. That's about his chances.
Comes in
Surely he practices these.
He has a ping. I think you're good on him for having a crack, but I think he just snuck through for a behind, which it does. So 2-5-17, and that will be the last score of the half.
Yeah, very deep pockets here at Lorne. It's a tough shot from out there.
So the siren's going to go. What has been a dominant first half in the reigning premiers. They've sent a message to the rest of the competition. And after you are back led by 2 points late in the first quarter, and the Bombers have put the foot down with an 8-0 second quarter, and they lead 10-10-70 to the Bombers 2-5-17. Goal kickers at half time. Hughes is 3. Paddy Bright's got a couple. Jackson Bright's got a couple as well. Well, for the goal kickers for the Bombers, Morrissey and Tommy N on the goal kickers. We'll take a break, back to recap the first half, go around the grounds, get some stats, and obviously check a score in the netball, what's going on over here, because it's a good crowd over there as well between the Bombers and the Dolphins. Back to plenty more after this. Back with more from Stribling Reserve.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live. Calling all local musicians. Do you want your music heard by a wider audience? Oh, yeah! Mix Brekkie is looking for talented local artists to showcase their tunes on air. Whether you're a solo act, part of a band, or a DJ with a fresh sound, we want you to be part of the show. Get the exposure you deserve. So if you're ready to mix it up with us, reach out today. Simply slide into our DMs at Mix1063 on Facebook.
Hip Pocket Workwear Colac can print anything on everything. No joke. Add your logo or design to shirts, jackets, caps and beanies. And with a brand new machine landing this month, they can print in fluoro. The Mix FM Business of the Month.
He had years of experience. He knew his way around a cattle yard. And then one day when drafting a calf and a protective mum, he was crushed. If only I'd taken the time to fix that gate. These days I make sure my farm is always properly maintained. It's the least I can do. It's the least we can all do.
It's never you until it is. Keep yourself and others safe in the yards. Visit worksafe.vic.gov.au/livestock.
Bobcat.
That's a name worth roaring about. FSR Equip is the authorised Bobcat dealer for Southwest Victoria and specialist for Bobcat mowers and compact tractors. From the residential ZT2000 to the commercial grade ZT7000, Bobcat mowers provide a flawless cut every time. Need more muscle? Bobcat compact tractors are built to tackle any job with ease, from mowing to heavy lifting. Follow the sound of the roar and get to FSR Equip. Hugh Murray Drive, Colac East. Bobcat, one tough animal.
At Sports Power Colac, we're strong supporters of local footy and netball. We've got everything you need for the season. The most popular shoes, boots, socks, shorts, compression gear, balls and more. This football and netball season, see us at Sports Power Colac, your local experts.
Palsty Agricultural Contracting, supplying, carting and spreading fertilisers and lime in bulk or bins. Even spreading your effluent ponds to the paddock via an umbilical system. Palsty Agricultural Contracting, 0409 3300 79.
Your club delivers on the field. Think Water Colac delivers water solutions, serving the southwest for over 25 years. Irrigation and filtration systems to pumps and rainwater tanks, and your local experts in solar pump systems. Think Water Colac. They do water well.
Is home or business security on your mind? Trust Devcom, a fully licensed and accredited installer. They can plan the best security solution for you. Alarm, CCTV or door access control. Don't risk it. Choose Devcom for peace of mind.
Ben Spokes at We Spoke Insurance Specialist can come to you with the ideal insurance to protect what matters most. You'll get market-leading personal service and advice with We Spoke Insurance Specialists. Find them on Facebook. Authorised representative of PSC Connect Proprietary Limited. Please consider all terms and conditions.
Mowers are in stock and available now from Mark Benton Farm Machinery Repairs Simpson, your authorised Ferris and Victor dealer. Ferris and Victor zero-turn mowers offer a smoother ride, delivered by 2 or 4-wheel independent suspension together with a steel fabricated deck. Both brands are quality built and made in the USA. They also carry a range of belts and blades for other mower brands and stock a large range of 4-ply and 6-ply ATV and side-by-side tyres. Mark Benton Farm Machinery, 580 Sunday Ridge Road, Simpson.
End of the Rope, an exploration of the life, trial and execution of Ronald Ryan, the last person to be hanged in Australia. Ryan's 1967 execution in Victoria ignited widespread controversy, sparking public protests and debate on the death penalty. A compelling narrative about crime, punishment and the shifting public attitudes that led to the abolition of the death penalty in Australia. End of the Rope, only at Geelong Jail. geelongjail.com.au.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Yeah, welcome back here down at the Stribbling Reserve here on this beautiful Mother's Day weekend here down at Lorne, and it was a blitz from the reigning Premiers in that second quarter. They kicked 8 goals to 0 after the Bombers led by 2 points late the first term, and they went bang, bang, bang. They put on a show for everybody here. 10-10-70 to 2-4-16 margin, 54 points at the main break. Jackson Bright has a couple. Hughes has kicked 3. Paddy Bright's kicked a couple as well. While Morrissey and Tommy Eno, the goal kickers there for the Bombers that came in the opening term when they looked pretty good early, and then Fraser Balderas just took over and absolutely dominated, particularly out of the centre of the ground with his ruck work then as well. We'll quickly go around the grounds thanks to Think Water and obviously Theodore Woodidge. The Bombers are doing it easily over there against the Dolphins, just not far from where we are from our broadcast position here. In the football, and I see the Imperials too good for Apollo Bay there as well, but in the CDFNL, nothing from Apollo Bay as yet, but LV 11-6-72, leading Simpson 3-4-22. South Colac a 7-5-47, lead the Western Eagles 3-4-22. And Birregurra 12-9-81, lead Otway Districts 5-4-34. Pete, you got to score it off Apollo Bay?
Imps 14-9 to Apollo Bay, 3 points.
Oh, jeez, that is an absolute smack.
That's a surprise, Drew.
I did not expect that at all, to be honest.
No, neither did I.
So Imps they're going to win 2 in a row, but gee, that one's caught me out of the blue.
Yeah, it has. Yep.
Stefcon stats, AJ.
That's if Tyke Foster's telling me the truth.
Yeah. So is that what
he could be conning me, but that's what he told me.
Well, if anyone from Apollo Bay wants to correct that, let us know. Stats, AJ?
Yeah, 17 free kicks to the first half to Lorne, 16 to Irrewarra Beeac, 13 hit-outs to Big James Hughes on Lorne, 10 to Fraser Balderas, who really broke the game open in that second term. On the Bombers side of things, Dom Slater, 11 hit-outs for the half, couple to Josh Slater, and 6 to Hayden Slater. Major stats stats winners for the Lorne side. 14 in the first half to Bailey Van der Heuvel, 13 kicks, 1 handball, 8 marks. 12 to Jackson Bright, 12 kicks, no handballs, 9 marks. 11 to Ed Curnow, 8 kicks, 3 handballs, no marks. 12 to 10 rather to Fraser Balderas, 10 kicks, no handballs, 5 marks. So the marks are the telling stats there. On the Irrewarra Beeac side of things, 14 for the half for Mitch Thornton, 10 kicks, 4 handballs, 2 marks. 11 to Beau McDonald, 11 kicks, no handballs, 1 mark, doing a lot of the kick-in duties. And 10 to Tom Endor, 7 kicks, 3 handballs, 1 mark. Those are the leading stats winners to half-time. Thanks to Stevcom, boys.
I think we've got no argument about who's the RSL player of the half is going to be.
Bailey Van der Heuvel, Pete.
Well, I mean, Oscar Balderas put his hand up that quarter. Fraser put his hand up that quarter.
And Jackson Bright's had a great first half as well.
But that was as dominant a quarter of we've seen against those back to probably the early LV teams of last year when they had their full list available, but they just absolutely dominated that quarter.
Beautiful sunny day, Pete. Tailor-made for tall players. The height of Lorne just dominating all around the ground.
And they're playing against a contender. It's not like they're playing against a team that's not capable. So it's a real worry of the big man power. If we get September weather like this, they're going to be very, very hard to stop.
Who could be the game changer in the second half because Lorne just dominated that quarter. They did nothing wrong.
Yeah, look, I thought Oscar ran out of puff a little bit towards the end of that quarter. Fraser Balderas and Oscar Coots.
Clanger of the day, not coming up here in the half-time show.
At least there is an Oscar, but
Oscar
he's tall too.
Yeah, he is.
See, that's the thing, Pete. Van der Heuvel could play ruck if they really needed to. Oscar Coots could probably have a run in the ruck if they really needed to. So many options.
Yeah, that's right. Whereas Irrewarra Beeac haven't got those options. No. Like once you get past the Slater boys, there's really...
Yeah, Mitch Gore could have a run. Josh Howlett maybe.
But they're both undersized key position players. Yeah. They're not even big key position players, so they just haven't got one of those ones. But yeah, look, they've really got to turn around in the centre square. And I just don't know how they do it. I mean, Cooper Stevens missing from that, that real class missing out of that centre square, and too much has been left to Mitchy Thornton to try and drive that himself. Their outside run hasn't been able to get going. Swain and Enor have been okay, but they just haven't been able to dominate. So yeah, it's going to be a tough road back for Irrewarra Beeac from here, I think.
Premium group painting player of the half. Well, I think we were really impressed with what Lorne did when they gained inside 50, Pete.
Yeah, no, they've been outstanding.
That blind turn by Jackson Bright, Pete.
Yeah,
just magnificent, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was. He every piece of it was class. The trap. Like, it was a very difficult trap that he made look easy. Then he danced around and still managed to, under extreme pressure, to put out in front of Big Hughesy to run onto and take an easy chest mark.
We'll go around the grounds before we take a break. Thanks to Think Auto also Theatre with Orchard. I mentioned the Bombers here in the netball are doing it easily over the Dolphins, or the Imperials have given Apollo Bay a bit of a touch-up, about 50 goals, I think, as well. LV 11-6-72 lead Simpson 3-4-22. We know about the Imps score. They're doing a number on Apollo Bay, as we said. South Colac 9-5-59 lead the Western Eagles 3-4-22, and Veragara 13-10-88 lead Otway Districts of 5-4-34. Good game going on between North Warrnambool and Portland, with the Tigers leading by 4 points in the AFL, and the Hawks have just snuck away a little bit. They lead by 14 points, 10-10-70 to the D. 7-14-56, of course. Gunsters kicked 2 goals for. The Wizards kicked a couple. Langford with 3 for the Ds, and Cozzy Pickett with 2 goals. James Warple with 25 possessions. D'Ambrosio 23, while Petrarca with 23, and Bowie 24 for the Demons. We'll take a break here on FNL Live. Back with the second half and the third quarter, all thanks to Sports Power Colac here. Can Lorne continue on their merry way, or can Irrewarra Beeac just bite back in this margin and get a little bit of respectability back on the scoreboard? Back to that to find out more here. We'll take a break back when Stribbling Reserve after the break. After this.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.
Bobcat.
That's a name worth roaring about. And the biggest roar is coming from FSR Equip, the authorised Bobcat dealer for Southwest Victoria and specialist for Bobcat telehandlers. From construction to agriculture, Bobcat telehandlers offer unmatched versatility and strength with superior reach and lifting capacity. Bobcat telehandlers are built tough to handle any challenge. Follow the sound of the roar and get to FSR Equip, Hugh Murray Drive, Colac East. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Macca's new Tennessee barbecue burgers are now touring for a limited time.
with smoky barbecue and tangy honey mustard sauce, crispy onions, and 100% Aussie beef. Grab the hit single or double Tennessee barbecue burger today. Available after 10:30am.
Don't leave anything to chance. From annuals, Italians and perennial ryegrass through to a tetraploid or diploid ryegrass. All your seed requirements this autumn are at Ag Warehouse, Colac and Simpson. The team also has an on-farm agronomy service available to help you take out all the guesswork. Ag Warehouse, Colac and Simpson, your complete autumn seed stockists. Find Ag Warehouse Colac on the corner of Deans Creek Road and Princes Highway, and Ag Warehouse Simpson on Lavers Hill, Cobden Road.
At Sports Power Colac, we're strong supporters of local footy and netball. We've got everything you need for the season. The most popular shoes, boots, socks, shorts, compression gear, balls and more. This football and netball season, see us at Sports Power Colac, your local experts.
With the footy and netball season here, the Colac RSL is your spot for post-game catch-ups. Grab a cold drink, enjoy delicious food and celebrate and commiserate with mates. If you're cheering from the sidelines or playing on the court or field, wind down at the Colac RSL.
Mowers are in stock and available now from Mark Benton Farm Machinery Repairs Simpson, your authorised Ferris and Victor dealer. Ferris and Victor zero-turn mowers offer a smoother ride, delivered by 2 or 4-wheel independent suspension together with a steel fabricated deck. Both brands are quality built and made in the USA. They also carry a range of belts and blades for other mower brands and stock a large range of 4-ply and 6-ply ATV and side-by-side tyres. Mark Benton Farm Machinery, 580 Sunday Ridge Road, Simpson.
Looking for fencing products? Look to your local CRT store in Simpson. Find a large range of pine and steel fence posts, plus unlimited stock of wire products and electric fencing needs. Harlers Home Hardware, Barrowmill Street, Simpson.
Nothing beats the sizzle of lamb on the barbecue. Juicy, tender and packed with flavour. Whether it's a Sunday roast or a midweek feast, lamb is always the right choice for your dinner table. If you're looking for a sizzling career opportunity, Minerva Foods, Colac's largest employer, is hiring. Join the team that brings quality meat to tables worldwide every day. Reach out to the Minerva Foods recruitment team today.
Local schools are great schools.
It's time to join Victorian Government Schools in Education Week. May 12 to 16, Education Week focuses on strengths and achievements. This year celebrates all that is unique about Colac's public education system. Families of prospective students are encouraged to visit and tour Colac Government Schools. Tour information is accessible on each school's social media platform. Enrolment for 2026 starts with Education Week.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Yeah, third quarter about to get underway here at Stribbling Reserve. It's been a Lorne domination, or the Pod Squad.
The Pod Squad.
Have been up and about. It was a big 8-0 second quarter after a pretty even first quarter.
And Maxie, you better stop calling it the Pod Squad, okay?
No, we're going with it. It's a great nickname. 10-10-70 Lorne, 2-5-17 Irrewarra Beeac.
I see the timekeepers have got sick of waiting for him. They've already started the quarter.
Started the quarter.
and the umpires nearly got run over by the Lorne during the run-throughs during the break.
The blokes these days, Max, they're too fit. They've come out here doing 10 minutes worth of warm-ups.
Yeah, I know.
Like back in my day, we would have just got out, got stuck into it. You wouldn't waste your energy.
That's it. Yeah, you don't want to. That's what they say.
Did you ever have half-time Barney when you run onto the ground, Pete, with anyone?
Actually, we were doing the Auskick game down at the MCG one day when Carlton were playing Collingwood.
Yeah.
And as we ran onto the ground, the two teams came together, and there was an all-in brawl, and the kids were in the middle of it. So they actually changed the rules for Auskick after that you couldn't go on the ground until the teams had come off. So
we
around the ground.
When we did Auskick back in '99, we sat along the boundary, right, waiting for it to get on the ground, and that was the day Buddha punched Robert Harvey in the guts, and we were on the screens, all us little Oz kickers, and we saw it. But the camera was on the other side, so I don't know. One of the kids in my year, dad was a pretty high doctor in our area, and he had to give evidence in the tribunal because he saw it all. So, yeah.
Hawthorn at home, by the way, at the MCG. They're up by 20 points. They're going to end an 8-year drought against the D's. So that's a big win for them. So back in the middle now to kickstart the second half, thanks to Sports Power Colac here. What can the Bombers do here? Just get a little bit of respectability back on the scoreboard. And we're going to get a ball up here once again. 53 points is the lead. As Slater wanted a free kick, nothing doing. Flanagan, good handball over the top. Jua, she kicks up towards left half forward. Hutchison in front. It was ball just bouncing towards the boundary line, but he kept it in. Hutchison, he did well. Good snapping ball around the corner. Swain couldn't quite take the mark. Clean bowled Curnow. Swain lays a good tackle on this occasion there. Tackled to the ground. On this occasion, we're going to get a ball up.
So Dom Slater's really worked out how to play against Oscar Balderas. He's not letting him jump at all.
Fraser, Pete.
Fraser.
Oh, jeez.
Jeepers.
Called it out 4 times.
You're in a Bermuda Triangle.
Kicks up towards the square. Monaco. Good mark. Good mark. Class Harbour Centre mark of the day is Devil Middleton. I reckon I'd love to.
They need... it's a bit of an understatement, but they need this goal, I think.
And it's Middleton who took a really good Class Harbour Centre mark of the day.
They use the same shampoo, Pete. Drewy makes their hair look the same.
As Middleton should come in and kick his first for the afternoon. And, gee, he loved it too.
Yeah, he did.
Here they come.
And they get around him too. That's what you want to do, though. So they get the just shooting margin back a little bit now. They go on to 3-5-23 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. But they're a fair way behind on the scoreboard. Lorne at 10-70. Margin is back to 47 points.
Yeah, look... we needed to breathe a little bit of life into the game, and that's the only way we can do it. Irrewarra Beeac have got to hit the scoreboard hard and fast early in this quarter.
That's the first goal for about 35 minutes of footy. The last goal was kicked by the Bombers. That put them in front. Was the 19-minute mark of the first quarter by Tommy Enor.
So it broke a run of 9 straight goals for the Dolphins. So they just got to try and win the quarter, I guess. Win the quarter and then win the half, and then... bit of respect back on the scoreboard, but gee, they've got a real uphill battle here.
They have.
I think Lorne scored the highest score of the year so far last weekend, 130 against Otway District. So
you can see how.
Yep. So it looks like it's Hughes starting in the goal square to start the third term.
Balderas won the tap out. He's Thornton. He's tackled by Curnow. It'll be a ball up in the middle of the ground again. Just edging towards the biggest scoreboard in local football. You could have a cinema out here and watch movies off that screen, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I've seen Bazasto bolting at the Gold Coast. It'll win the Stradbroke. I'm calling it now.
Slater got it over the top, but it's been straight to Louis Holmer. He sends the ball inside the forward 50. There's a chance now for McDonald for the Bombers. Kicks a real high up and under one. Enor couldn't take it. We haven't seen much of Enor today, have we? Now he's got the footy. He's got to use a bit of his pace now. What can he do? He's going to kick inbound. Went past Carmody, Howlett, sold a bit of candy in front of Balderas. Now he sends the ball to centre half forward. It was a good kick and a good mark here by Hutchinson. So what can Hutchie do? He sends the ball inside the forward 50. Middleton. Should have been a mark, but he outdone it. Here's a chance for Monaco. Swain, right forward pocket, kicks a goal.
There you go.
Bombers have got 2 in a row to start the third quarter. It's a goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Gee, a little bit of life. They've used their run and carry and their pace, and they've just got the ball in there. They were even unlucky there. I thought that was an Irrewarra Beeac mark that wasn't paid, but they just continued on and were able to still hit the scoreboard. But interesting here, Dom Slater has really worked out how to lessen the influence of Fraser Balderas.
No, you're spot on there.
Too little, too late, though, a little bit. 4-5-29, Irrewarra Beeac to 10-70.
Don't say I'm not a quick
It's
learner.
like back in Winks after the first 30 wins. I think I've got on a winner here.
So margin back to 41 points.
There he
back
goes
in the middle
again.
And he's going to get...
Oh, he's got a free kick against him, which was a bit unlucky, I thought.
reckon too there, Pete. So Balderas takes the kick. He goes inside 45. Bright, good use of the body, but Gaunt did okay. Here's Paddy Bright through traffic to Middleton. Jesse gets around a couple. Caught. Should be holding the footy, not paid. McDonald hacks the kick out of there. That's okay. Marked by Dunn. They got to go to Gale. Flanagan to Dewar. Dewar's kick. It's a bit of a flonky sort of a punt kick. Awkward ball for Frampton. Balderas spilled out. Flanagan puts his head over the top of the footy and he's given away another free kick, and it's going to go to Adams. So Alex Adams will take the free kick, the former coach. That goal kicked in against Elvie in the second semi changed the complexion of the flag race last year. So he plays on. A long kick up the line towards half-foot. Slater got in front. Ball spills to the back. Dewar. He's well tackled by Paddy Bright, and we're going to get a ball up. So, ball in between wing and half forward for Lorne. Gee, it has got quite cool here, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's a beautiful day.
Sun disappearing all of a sudden.
You'll have to stick the heater on, Drewy.
Oh, it's not that cold yet, Pete, but it will be later on.
Don't touch buttons, boys.
Spots is tackled.
The siren could have been connected to the trailer as well. I don't know.
There's nothing in here. There's nothing to put it out with. So, ball to be thrown up. Spalderis in the ruck yet again. Wins that tap down. Swain. Harassed out of it nicely by Curnow. Fox to Middleton. Looked like it was out of play, but it looks okay according to the boundary umpire. Costello read it well. Got hooked down to some zap, but he's given away a free kick. Advantage to be played. Yes, it is. Paddy Bright showed a bit of candy. Cooked looking for Jackson. And he marks it 15 metres out, and he should go back and kick the goal.
The Bright boys have probably done that a few times in the backyard, I'd say.
10 marks, Stepcom stats, Drew.
Yeah, that was a little bit too easy in the end.
Geez, at times the bodies around the ball, Lorne just looks so much physically bigger than the Irrewarra Beeac opponents, don't they?
Yep, spot on.
So Jackson Bright's kick 2. 2 goals straight. This should be his third, you would think. 20 metres out, 45-degree angle. Kicking to Apollo Bay end of the ground. Kicks on its way. No problems at all. Oh. He's got his third. You right there, Pete?
Yeah, it's landed in the honey pot over the back, I think.
The honey hole.
And they go on to now. It takes them on to 11:10:76 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. The Bombers, 4-5-29. Margin back at the 47 points with 6.5 gone in a Sports Power Colac third term.
Yeah, so disappointing. They Irrewarra Beeac have been off to a good start in this quarter. That goal's a real steadier for Lorne. So let's just hope Irrewarra Beeac don't drop their bundle. They continue the way they started this quarter and use their leg speed and continue to flip the ball around. I think that's the only way that they can make inroads.
Play, Pete, Fraser Balderas started to get back on top in the ruck.
Held home by 35 points at the MCG around the grounds thanks to Thinkwater. Alvey 11-6-72, lead Simpson 3-4-22. South Colac 12-5-77, lead Western Eagles 3-6-24. Birregurra 15-12-102 to Otway Districts 5-4-34, and IMSA doing a number on Apollo Bay as expected. In the A-grade netball, some scores around the courts thanks to Theodore Podiatry. Birregurra 49 defeated Otway Districts 43. Colac Imperial 72 defeated Apollo Bay 24, and Irrewarra Beeac well in front of Lorne. Haven't got a score yet from Eliminite, and Alvey, I think the game might be just finishing as we speak, so we'll keep you updated there.
Well, they lost the footy or something?
Yeah, they've gone
down the hill.
Yeah, it's gone back. It was in the garden over there.
I reckon it's gone to the pub. I reckon it went to the pub and over a bit of a pot. Cover a pot of beer. You reckon?
So, Dom Slater's getting over the line as early as he can and preventing Balderas from being able to jump, which he's done really well. I thought he was a bit stiff in that last ruck contest to give away the free kick.
All right, back in the middle here, so 76-29. We could have had a nice little nap if we weren't getting that football back. Curnow got it to Balderas. Balderas just slams it on the boot, goes inside the 450. Bright, Gort couldn't take the mark. Here's Paddy Bright up against Gawn. He's tackled straight away. And it'll be a ball up. I heard a whistle, but then I realised it's the netball behind us.
Yeah, I hear it all the time. It's a bit confusing, isn't it?
But why would they pay a free kick for that?
We're like 5 metres away from the netball.
However, it's Dougie Evans. He could pay a free kick for anything, that guy. And there's a chance now for the Dolphins again. Good tackle by Swain. It'll be a ball up. Yet again, in that sunshine, I'm starting to really get jealous of those players out in the sun there. Because all the shade here, it's dropped a few degrees. But it's good. Been a beautiful day here at the Dolphins. Here's a chance now for Curnow. This way, that way. Centres the kick. McDonald, though, takes a good mark in front of Turney. Class up the centre mark of the day. Bryce McDonald sends the ball out of defensive 50 for the Bombers. Couldn't take the mark there. Was Hutchinson, but he had a bit of time. Hand pass over top to Wenor. Use your pace, son. Kicks. Finds a teammate. Good work. Here's a chance for Middleton.
The corridor's on if they want it.
So, Toby Middleton. Just taking his time at the moment with the footy on centre wing, hill side of the ground. Sells a bit of candy in front of Clayton Ryan. Sends the ball inside the forward 50 for Irrewarra Beeac. Adams couldn't take the mark. Monaco's there. Adams with the footy's the bottom of this pack.
Well done, Bacon.
And it'll be a ball up.
Well, it was well played there by Bacon. He wasn't going to mark the footy, and he made a contest out of it because it would have been an easy Lorne mark and they would have reloaded again, so well done.
Pye throws it back up again. Slater. Bacon. Kick. Done in the left forward pocket. He got a little bit hungry then, and he got a little bit excited, and he kicked out of bounds on the full. Bit of a clanger of the day moment then.
I reckon he had a bit more time than he realised. He had more time than he realised.
Yeah, would have been better to square that ball across, but we're
I think he just got a little bit too excited.
We're not out there with some big bloke bearing
that's
down
right.
on us.
That's true. So here's the big fella in DVH. Sends the ball out of defensive 50. Endicott couldn't take the mark. Frampton, Thomas. Hand pass wasn't great. Overruns it. Here's a chance for Coates. Prestec is there. On ground level, Far's there, but it's going to come out over the top to Paddy Bright. Kicks the ball to centre half forward. McDonald couldn't take the mark. Turney, Gaunt backwards, hand pass to Hayden Slater. They're away here against the Bombers.
Good
kick finds Enor. Use your pace, son. And he's just going to standard kick. He had to play a loose. And he finds him beautifully. And it's Carmody. Carmody sends the ball back inside the forward 50.
Again.
But the big fella, the big unit, BVDH. Sends it out of defence for the Dolphins.
I think we found a new nickname for him. Matthews. Curnow. By hands back to Matthews. Short kick, looking for Paddy Bright. Punched away from him there. 20, 10, 130, three-quarter time. Imps leader Polar a 3 behind, 3 points. That is
lucky we didn't go there.
Did not see that coming at all. Costello's hand pass was under pressure. Still in the centre square, but going to get a ball up now. 76 plays 29. We've played 11 and a half minutes in this Sports Power Colac third term. Really good crowd in on a beautiful day on this Mother's Day weekend. Hawthorn home at the MCG. Their first win against Melbourne since 2017. 35 points was the final margin there. 13-13-91 to 7-14-56. Jack Gunston with 3 goals, 4. Not bad for Blake. There was nearly retired last year.
Free kick.
And it's another free kick in the ruck contest for Shepherd, and it's going to go to Balderas. That's the second one he's got for that similar phase in his court already. Kick looking for Hughes and Bright. Gort running back with the flight. Good grab. Class have a centre mark of the day. So the Bombers are going to be defending a lot better in this quarter. Short there to McDonald. He gets the hands away to Patch.
I really think Lorne are in gear 2 at the moment, though, Pete.
So that's a good ball. Edor had to stretch for it. He's taking the mark. Right underneath the shade here. He goes into the corridor. Balderas underneath. Fed second by. Good mark. Class Harvest centre mark of the own. VDH is down. Might have caught one there in that contest as Balderas drives it long. Looking for Big Hughesy. Tierney's down underneath it. Kick there. Prejudice he kicked. And Stonehouse, I think that's gone out in the full, which it is. Free kick will go to Irrewarra. Baker defending well. They've stemmed the bleeding to a certain degree.
I think Big Hughesy would have marked that if Turney didn't come in over the top.
Yeah. So he could have had a shot for goal.
Stonehouse goes backwards to Gaunt. He went off the line. Yeah. Didn't feel like Bright was there. He comes out to Hayden Slater. And comes out to Monaco. He was trapped. Hayden Slater back to Monaco. Now he kicks. He's on the outer side. Wasn't a great kick. Turned over. Prezaz Tech Industries. Hand passes to Ed Curnow. Got the hand pass over top to Louis Holmer. Holmer now puts it inside the forward 50. Ooh. That was
disappointing kick.
Kicked it out of bounds on the floor. I don't know what he was doing. He's had a weird day, hasn't he, Louis Holmer?
He must have spilt some of that popcorn on his
boot. Yeah. Clanger of the day stuff there because he had all this space. He could have even had gone for a run. Your mate Jeff Balderas just running the boundary there, AJ.
He is a good mate of mine.
He's just making sure no one steals the
footy. I was going to say all the chairs.
Berry by 68 points there. Will Hutchison has 4 goals for the Saints.
Here's a chance for Louis again. Redemption. Sends it out of bounds on the full again. That's another clanger of the day. What's he doing, Louis?
It's like cue the Benny Hill music.
Seriously. Clanger of the day.
He had some rough seaweed this morning or something. Couldn't mark the ball in the first quarter. He's kicking down the ball full in the third. He's taking the P1SS at the moment, isn't he? He could turn it on. He'll kick 6 in the last quarter. Watch him. Stonehouse gets it to Benny Bacon, who was in the list of best names of the CDFNL earlier today. He goes in short and he finds a teammate in Hutchinson, Drewy.
Goes into the corridor again, and that's another poor kick. Frampton did all right.
Well done.
Here's a chance for Far. Kick a goal, young man, from 40, and he shanked it. He was running an open goal. He knew it.
Ran too far.
Yeah, he took about 5 steps, Maxie. What are you talking about?
Could have ran further.
Young Frampton, that was a good contest there. He was outsized, but he never took a backward step, and he caused
every time the ball's gone down there, they've at least made a contest.
Yeah, they've had a crack. Yeah.
So the Dolphins bring a ball back in. It's a long kick. Coates Benny G. H again.
Yeah, his name written on that.
Class Harbour Centre mark of the day.
10 marks, Stepcom stat.
Speaking of no, you don't want to take an absolute P1 at this point. That's a beautiful kick. Bouncing in front of Anacott. Bacon pushed underneath it. Donald likewise. Ball still in the sprint. Good handball there. Fox kicked off the ground off his shin. Bright should kick a goal. Slater did well. Anacott's going to pick it up and kick a goal. In fact, it's Fox. Goal that A contender to the Dolphins. They get their 12.
Who was it, AJ?
Yep, not saying.
It was Fox. Fox.
What is wrong with you, bloke? Seriously. 15 gone in his third quarter thanks to Sports Power Colac. Lorne marched on to 12-10-82. Irrewarra Beeac at 4-6-30. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Seriously, you blokes. You guys are not right. Seriously.
We're fine. We're just entertainers, aren't we, Pete?
Yeah,
that's all we're here for.
That's right. So that long kick inside 50 from VDH, is it? VDH,
yes.
yeah.
Yep, that'll do.
So, it just puts that chaos ball down there and... Irrewarra Beeac didn't do too much wrong, but it was just sheer weight of numbers in the end that forced that goal through.
So 52 points the margin in favour of the Dolphins here. Well, Balderas just went for a little...
it's an intriguing battle in that centre bounce now, isn't it?
Balderas up against Slater. So Balderas, geez, good, isn't it? But it's been turned over. The Bombers go inside the forward 50. Good work there by White. Got it over top to DVH. The DVH train. Here's a chance now again for the Dolphins. Trying to go forward here. Turned over. Kicked off the ground by the Bombers. Here's Flanagan. Quick hand pass over the top. Stonehouse. Got it to Monaco. Got it to the ball. Thornton.
Good handball.
Back over the top now. Good job here. Patch got it over the top. Back to Thornton, who kicks the centre half forward. Finds a teammate on the leading Dunn. Dunn's just a couple of kicks away from goal. Up against the old scoreboard, kicks inside the forward 50. Middleton couldn't take the mark. Got the footy though. That's for the Bombers. Here's Thornton from 50. Morrissey, left forward pocket, couldn't take the mark. It's gone out of bounds and a boundary throwing.
Big result brewing in the GFL with Stevie Johnson's Newtown and Chill will lead by 37 points over the dual reigning premiers Leopold.
Oh, okay. Bit of an upset.
Stevie J.
8-9, 57 to 3-2-20.
What a player, wasn't he, Max?
Oh, he was brilliant.
Late in the third quarter as well.
Absolutely brilliant, Stevie Johnson.
That's a huge result for Newtown and Chill. Gets his season back on track at least anyhow.
Yep, for sure.
Boundary throwing. He was the fastest man alive that never moved his legs. He had the weirdest running style. It's like he wasn't moving his legs, but he was running.
Yeah, okay.
Just nuts.
Can't say I studied him that closely.
Well, you should, mate. He was
and becoming a star in the media too, Stevie.
Everyone does the Stevie J snap now,
they do.
don't they?
Yep, he started it.
Actually, one of his best goals he kicked in his career was against Richmond.
Here we go.
No, I tell you what, I'll show you it. You'll be amazed by it. It was back when we weren't that great, and you guys weren't that great either. But
I'll guarantee it wasn't in the 2020 grand final.
Because he didn't play then, Pete.
Was that the one he kicked it on when he was on his back?
Yeah, when he was on the ground lying down, and he just kicked it off the ground and it went through against the wind. So free kick will go as if distracted here by Stevie J Magic, as he always did, as Coots sends the ball out of defence for Lorne. Bright couldn't take the mark. Costello there, McDonald.
High on McDonald, surely.
Yep. Free kick will go to the way to the Bombers.
First Bombers free kick this quarter, Maxie. Stepcom stats.
52 points the margin, 82 to 30 in favour of the Dolphins. They really flexed their muscles with an 8-goal to zip second quarter. McDonald sends it inside the forward 50. Adams just punches out of bounds into the grandstand, and it'll be a boundary throwing.
Just completely playing on Lorne's terms at the moment there too. So at least the Bombers, Pete, they've stemmed the bleeding.
Yeah, they have. No, they've evened things up in the centre square. They've been getting their inside 50s. They just haven't been able to hit the scoreboard.
Talk about bleeding. Elvie, 18-8, 116. Simpson, 4-4-28.
Wow.
Jeez, that's come from
that's staggering. Yeah. Anyway, keep it going.
Yeah. The way that Simpson played last week.
Yeah, so, and I think that the average winning margin's about 55, 60 points as well. Elvie in the last, 6 or 7 years, I reckon. 2018, I think, is their last win, Simpson against Elvie. So that's going to continue for a couple of months at least anyway.
Some of the good sides have just flexed their muscles this afternoon, haven't they? Beeac doing a number on Otway, 215 to 46, and we've heard Apollo Bay getting smashed by the Imps.
Yeah, great train of handballs there from the Dolphins there at half back. A kick there by Balderas out towards centre half forward. Jackson Brost's the only player inside. He traps the footy. Did it with class. 30 metres out. A kick's a brilliant goal and a contender. How about that for a finish?
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Class with a capital C.
Yep.
And Jackson Bright kicks another goal. He's got his fourth. And at the 20-minute mark of the third quarter, they just continue to put the foot down. 13-10-88, they move on to now. Irrewarra Beeac, 4-6-30. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scored. Margins a game high, 58 points.
So he made it look easy for something that shouldn't have been easy. He had two opponents there, but the bounce went his way. It was a beautiful trap, and he stepped around the Irrewarra Beeac opponent and bang, straight through the middle.
Still got 7.5 to go, and we are 4:08. This game might finish at 5 o'clock.
No post game coming up next.
Gee, 2 weeks in a row. What's happening? So it'll be another ball up.
Go when the final siren goes, do we?
58 points. We've
got to give a RSL player of the
yeah,
game.
we do all that.
When are we going to get time to do that?
Paul Darris wins the tap out.
We need to speak.
Patch.
We need to speak to the producers at Mix FM what we're going to do.
Here's Hutchinson. He kicks now to centre half forward. Here's Prezaz Tech Industries. Coates back to Prezaz Tech Industries. Gee, his kick though was smothered. Curnow. Hand pass though, he was smothered. Still got the second hand pass to Matthews. He just goes, I'm going to launch it out of this stoppage. Get it out of there. Middleton was there as well. Fox was there. Your man AJ.
Oh.
And it'll be a free kick, I think, to the Bombers. Head eye. So free kick now to Irrewarra Beeac. Stonehouse got it to McDonald. They've tried hard all day. He's kicked though. Coots got clobbered in that contest, and he's still going. Oh, gee, I thought that was a free kick. It was the netball whistle. He got clobbered and I heard a whistle. I thought the free kick coming in the way, but how did he not get a free kick there, Oscar Coots?
Yeah, that's a miss.
Slater.
Harry Carmody wasn't taking any side steps there either, was he?
And it'll be now it's to be a free kick.
Wow.
You can blow that whistle.
Jeez.
Goes to Thornton. Thornton now puts it inside the forward 50 for Irrewarra Beeac.
He's too good, isn't he?
Bailey Vanden Havel. What a player. Great to have him in the league. Class over centre mark of the day. And White gets it over the top now. Looking for Costello. He goes inbound to Coates. Umpire said not 15. Costello picks up the football.
On the footy.
And it's going to be a free kick to Irrewarra Beeac. So here's a chance to have a little Jacob Frampton. I've liked him today. He's had a bit of go about him.
Yep.
Just outside the 45, though. He's looking into the sun, which I wish would love to have a bit of sun on this side of the ground. He goes inbound to Hutchinson.
Gee, I don't know about that being 15. That went about 12.
Hutchinson now. I think the umpires are in pilot mode.
I think so.
So he'll try have a crack. He kicked a couple of points in the second quarter. He sends it to the right forward pocket for Irrewarra Beeac.
Nearly got it again.
And DVH almost got it. And Morrissey, just after an early good start to Charlie Morrissey, they've really shut him out of this game. And that seems to be a bit of a thing with Irrewarra Beeac. When Morrissey can't have a good game, it just, that forward line's not functioning.
Speaking of the weather, I'm just watching the weather at the races, the Gold Coast. It is absolutely thumping it down. So boundary throw in. Balderas took it out of the ruck yet again. Hand pass on the ground. Ball's still in the spew. They want holding the footy, and they're not going to get it. We're going to get a ball up. 5 to play in this third quarter. Netball's still going too.
I think they started later than the footy.
Yeah, I think they did, yeah.
Started at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, and the umpy's gone down.
And he's gone play on.
And he's standing on the ground. And hopefully he's a bit lame.
Yeah, a bit lame.
1 out of 5 lame. But he's back up and he's balling this thing up. Ball thrown up. Thornton around the footy yet again. Frampton. Likewise, Middleton. Tucker by Dewar. Should have been holding the footy, not paid. Petey Hayes grabbed someone to the turf, and I think he might have given away a free kick, which he has.
Yes.
So a shot for goal coming up here for Irrewarra Beeac. I think it's Mitch Thornton. Looks like him.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is Mitch Thornton that's going to take the kick.
So well within kicking distance on a 45-degree angle or something like that.
Yeah,
but should be capable of kicking a goal from here.
What's his stats, AJ, Mitch Thornton, thanks to Stevcom?
Yeah, had a good day, Drew. 13 kicks, 6 handballs, 2 marks. So 19 disposals on the Stevcom stat sheet.
Standing captain for the next few weeks with Cooper Stevens out with that broken thumb.
He's led from the front today, Pete.
Oh, he has. Look, it's a big burden on him,
particularly
with Cooper Stevens out of the team.
Particularly when it's still early in his senior career, too. He's
that's right.
Still in his early 20s.
Young fella. Yeah.
So Mitch Thornton, he'll kick from about 40 metres out. Right half forward flank. This for their 5th. Kick on the way. It's gone to the left, and that's where it stayed. And it snuck in through behind. So they go to 4-7-31 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. They've kicked 2-2 for the term. To the Dolphins, 3 straight there, 13-10-88. 3:43 to go in this Sports Power Colac third term, as they've dropped another couple degrees down here on the Great Ocean Road.
Couple's dropped about 10, Drewy.
I reckon you're
going to have to get Super the Day poured all over us, Pete. So we've still got a quarter to go. Feels like we're right at the end of the game, aren't we? Big pack around this one. So many games last year. Gordon takes a good mark. Class Armour centre mark of the day by Thor. He sends the ball inside the forward half of the ground, but it's gone out of bounds. And a boundary throw. And yeah, we had games last year that finished at 4 o'clock.
That's a rare sighting.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a rare sighting. VDH getting outmarked today, which is something that we haven't seen yet.
That was a plucky mark there by Mitch Gaunt.
It was good. 6 marks, Devcom stat sheet.
He's battled hard all day, under a lot of duress down there.
Boundary thrown on the 45. 57 points the margin, Lorne leading. It really was going to look like it was going to get uglier in that first half, but both sides, I think, are in cruise control in this third quarter. She might open up again in the last term.
Irrewarra Beeac's intensity around the ball hasn't dropped off at all.
No.
He's thought. Ball goes his way. Come on, the ball. He goes back. He kicks an absolute beauty.
Yeah. He's a star.
Mitch, my man, the ball, Thornton, goal at A contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
I'm going to say it, Pete. That was Dusty Martin.
It was. Oh, that got me excited.
Yeah, he just put
Shoes almost came off for that one.
He put on the afterburners and the don't argues, and off he went, and it was a beautiful finish. Never looked like missing once it come off his boot.
Reminded me of Sam Lawler.
Sammy
I don't know who this dusty person you talk about is. 5-7-37, Irrewarra Beeac, Lorne, 13-10-88. 3 minutes to go on the Richardson Real Estate time clock in this third quarter. 4:04. This game is really going to finish at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I wonder what we're going to do with the post-game show. Swain, hand pass was smothered. Kicked out of there by Fox, bouncing to Roger out half forward. Baker dived over the top of the footy. Tierney underneath it. Likewise, McDonald will get another ball up. 51 points is the lead, but that was some goal by Mitch Thornton. That's what he can do. That's what he brings to the table. Lead today was Hawthorn over Melbourne. Obviously helps their top 4 credentials as Christelle's given the piss pump. She's up and about. Here's Coates. Just tacked out of there by Slater. Bouncing towards the 45. Middleton had a fresh air shot for Lorne. Couldn't connect. Tierney bouncing footy inside the 45. Bright calm underneath it there. Gaunt. Just hand pass it there. Jewe's been good, the youngster. He's done a couple of nice things today. Paddy right over the top of the footy. Time winding down. 45 out. We'll do it all over again. Ball up. And there's a nice cockatoo.
There's a couple
Pete,
of
what are you doing, Pete?
Got a bit of food there for you there, Pete?
Yeah, I've got nothing to give it, unfortunately.
Well, don't sell chips here.
No.
Don't like Pete Hickey's not here. He's Fox. Took the tackler on. His kick was small, smothered by Slater. Patch around the footy. Likewise, Middleton. That was of a Lorne variety. And we're going to get another ball up.
Still can't get over a footy club that doesn't sell deep fried food at their canteen.
Yeah, it's not right.
No, it's just not. It should be in the constitution of football clubs. And AFL Victoria need to get here and start dishing out fines. It is your money maker. Beer, hot chips, potato cakes, dim sims.
The hamburger of the lots goes
the kids here are just, they're it's not good. Not good for them. And when they go to South Colac and other grounds,
good kick.
Big days out.
Here's the youngster, Dewar. Hudson Dewar in his second senior game. He's been very impressive. Kicks up towards the wing position. Ball over the back. Adams went to ground. Here's a chance down for Middleton. Hand pass to Thornton. Hand pass put Hutchison under all sorts of heat. Bouncing towards the 45. Coates got away with one, I think, but the umpire saw it different. No, in the back being paid. It's going to go to Coates. And Coates has taken the free kick. He wasn't even ready. He gets the hand pass to Curnow.
I reckon Harry Carmody's hurt himself in that contest.
Yeah, and Coates come off second best as well. And Coates is coming to the bench. So we're going to get a boundary through. Carmody's back on his feet, Pete, and he's all right.
Yeah.
So 69 seconds to go in the third quarter. And then the Bombers, in fact, lead the quarter by 2 points. But the Dolphins lead by 51 points. Unless something dramatic happens, the Dolphins are going to send a message to the rest of the competition and said, don't forget about us being the reigning premiers. Banbury throw-in. Jacob Frandon over the top of the footy. He's tackled, and he's getting... Oh, he thought about it. He dead set thought about it, didn't he?
Yeah.
So we'll ball up.
Minutes to go in this third quarter. Sports Power Colac, third quarter here. Just go in and say g'day to the Wiz, my mate, the Wiz. Elnor's tackled high by Baker. Sorry, McDonald, and he'll get the free kick. So free kick on centre wing, 88-37.
He hasn't got much options to kick it to at the moment.
Sends the ball forward, looking for Morrissey. Couldn't take the mark. And it's gone out of bounds and another boundary throw-in.
And a falcon there from Tyson Matthews. That's the second falcon we've seen today. Falcon of the day.
Falcon of the day.
Falcon of the day. Boundary throwing.
We've seen a couple of good ones today.
About 50 out from the Bombers' goal. Drew said they're leading the quarter. Fox just kicks it out of bounds on the full. So free kick to the Bombers. Thornton. Kicked the ripper before. Bangs it back inside the forward 50. Big pack around this one. Off hands. Morrissey. And Morrissey just grabs it out of that stoppage but misses.
I think he had to. He had pretty much no other choice.
That was he set himself up nicely for that. That was well roved off the front of the pack, and he's just a bit unlucky there.
One goal, two for the game. Charlie Morrissey, 5-8-38. Irrewarra Beeac. Lorne, 13-10-88. 30 seconds to go on the Richardson Real Estate time clock in this third quarter. Yes, we're still in the third quarter.
Yeah. So ball, long kick. BDH at the back, likewise Balderas. Thornton, he was intercepted out of it. Bright, that's Paddy. He's tackled by a couple of Bombers. We're going to get a ball up. So
the game at Beeac is over. 121-46 over Otway Districts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it should be. They should be. Oh, that was an interesting kick. Slated there, Darren Jarman style. Here's a chance for Howard. He was dispossessed in the tackle, and that will take us to three-quarter time as Tierney is tackled. And there it is. So the Bombers win the quarter. They kick 3 goals to 2 to 3-3, I should say, to 3 goals straight. But it's a 50-point neat margin to the Dolphins as we turn for home at three-quarter time. 13-10-88 to the Bombers, 5-8-38. Back with the KFC Colac last quarter after this here from Stribling Reserve.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live. Mix FM, music that makes you feel good. We've got the latest hits.
Remember old dude from 2019?
And the old school tunes you know all the words to.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright.
On air at Mix FM and now on Listener. Download it free from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Sign up and follow Mix FM.
Upgrade your property with West Vic Garage Doors, your trusted roller door experts. Say goodbye to outdated squeaky doors and hello to style and security. Did you know if you have a pre-existing garage door, you can have it serviced every 12 months to maintain your warranty? Get in touch with the team at West Vic Sheds to make an appointment. West Vic Garage Doors, based at West Vic Sheds and Garages, Princes Highway, Colac West. Check them out on Facebook today.
Pain from your Achilles, heel or plantar fascia can hold you back. Theodore Podiatry not only has your back, they've got your feet, offering non-invasive treatment options like Shockwave with no downtime needed. Step into relief with carefully selected footwear for work, sport and casual outings. The extensive collection includes foot-friendly, comfortable and stylish shoes, including the largest range of Birkenstocks in Colac. Step into relief today. Theodore Podiatry, they've got your feet.
Farmers, if you want seeding equipment that's tough, reliable and built to perform, you need Borgo. Borgo seeders are Canadian built for rugged conditions like ours, and they're ready to work on your farm. At Greg Allen Farm Machinery, they've got Borgo in stock right now. No waiting, no delays, just precision seeding and efficiency when you need it most. Get your Borgo seeder today at Greg Allen Farm Machinery. Call in or visit them in Colac. Greg Allen Farm Machinery, helping you get the job done right.
At Sports Power Colac, we're strong supporters of local footy and netball. We've got everything you need for the season. The most popular shoes, boots, socks, shorts, compression gear, balls and more. This football and netball season, see us at Sports Power Colac, your local experts.
Nothing beats the sizzle of lamb on the barbecue. Juicy, tender and packed with flavour. Whether it's a Sunday roast or a midweek feast, lamb is always the right choice for your dinner table. If you're looking for a sizzling career opportunity, Minerva Foods, Colac's largest employer, is hiring. Join the team that brings quality meat to tables worldwide every day. Reach out to the Minerva Foods recruitment team today.
Mowers are in stock and available now from Mark Benton Farm Machinery Repairs Simpson, your authorised Ferris and Victor dealer. Ferris and Victor zero-turn mowers offer a smoother ride, delivered by 2 or 4-wheel independent suspension together with a steel fabricated deck. Both brands are quality built and made in the USA. They also carry a range of belts and blades for other mower brands and stock a large range of 4-ply and 6-ply ATV and side-by-side tyres. Mark Benton Farm Machinery, 580 Sunday Ridge Road, Simpson.
Looking for building materials? Look to ENRA Parlour Home Hardware of Simpson. Find a huge range of timber, roofing, plumbing and electrical lines. Delivering to Compton, Timboon, Princetown and Port Campbell. Parlour's Home Hardware, Barrelmore Street, Simpson.
Now at Harvey Norman, 15% off selected AEG laundry appliances and 30% off selected AEG laundry appliance packages. Upgrade to premium AEG laundry appliances with this hot offer. 15% off selected AEG washing machines, 15% off selected AEG dryers, or a massive 30% off when you buy a selected AEG washer and dryer in the same transaction. Experience the premium AEG laundry range with this amazing offer. Now at Harvey Norman. Limited time. Conditions and exclusions apply.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Yeah, KFC Colac last quarter about to get underway here. Grand final rematch. And Irrewarra Beeac lead this one 13-10. Lorne lead this one 13-10, 88. Irrewarra Beeac 5-8, 38. Jack O'Brien's got 4 goals. James Hughes has got 3 for the Dolphins. All singles for Irrewarra Beeac. Before we go to think what around the ground, Stevcom stats with AJ, the Love God Brady.
23 free kicks both teams, 31 hit-outs so far, Fraser Balderas, 13 James Hughes on Lorne's side of things, 22 to Dom Slater, Irrewarra Beeac. Leading stats winners for Lorne, 22 Ed Kerno, 11 kicks, 11 handballs. Bailey van der Heuvel, 18 kicks, 1 handball, 11 marks are on mark. Watch for him. Jack O'Brien, 10 marks, Stevcom stats. Irrewarra Beeac, 24 at this stage to Mitch Thornton, 16 kicks, 8 handballs, 2 marks. 19 Bryce McDonald, 18 kicks, 1 handball, 3 marks. Those leading stats winners on the ground thanks to Stevcom at 3/4 time, boys.
Think quarter around the grounds. Check this score out. Elvie, 23-9, 147. Simpson, 4-4-28.
Wow. They've made a statement, haven't they?
So some of the big sides have really flexed their muscles today. We've seen Lorne at the moment do it. Irrewarra, 18-13, 121. Letting not wait, 7-4-46. Final quarter here in the grand final rematch. It is Lorne leading by 30 points. KFC Colac.
Get sliders for $2 as well available in store.
Okay.
So if you want to go for a slider or 3, make sure you get there and have a slider before.
5 for $10, Pete Mulherron.
Hey, Nicky, you have 3 of them.
That with a bit
See
of
him as
chips.
KFC tacos.
Yeah, obviously there with a bit of chips as well.
Oh,
Go
pick
down
up.
magnificent there. Balderas was a good pick-up. Thornton, he's ragdolled there by Bazastek. Matthews, he's tackled strongly to the ground by Thornton, and we're going to get another blow up on the cricket wicket area.
So Harry Carmody started in the centre square, so that's a bit of a change up there from Irrewarra Beeac.
You think it's cold up here. Well, at ground level 3/4 time, I reckon it's about 10-15 degrees cooler down there, Pete.
Glad it's not a night game.
Imagine jumping in the water, Pete. Do that after the game.
Bombers kicked the first goal at Marvel against Sydney. That game underway. Hawthorn home over the D's for the first time in 7 years. Here's a chance for Hutchison. He's dispossessed by Bazastek, and we're going to get a boundary throw in.
If Irrewarra Beeac come from the clouds and win this, Pete, me and you jump in the ocean after the game.
Yeah, okay, I'll agree to that. 'Cause not much chance of it happening.
And if Lorne continue to win, AJ and Drew have to jump in.
Yeah, that sounds fair to me.
I'm going
Seal.
Seal.
We weren't doing this discussion either. Dylan Flanagan takes the footy. He gets ragdolled, but good enough to get the hand pass out. Thornton, who's been very good in his second game as captain. Pushed out of it there by Bazastek. Coates, he's roll tackled, and we'll get another ball up.
Max, it's just like they keep saying they didn't blow that siren.
Yeah. Was that Kurno coaching from the wing over here?
He's doing well on the bench.
Can't hear him, so he's gone to the wing to coach.
Needs a megaphone.
I reckon he might need the binoculars. Can't borrow mine. So free kick out in the full will go to the Bombers. So Slater, this is Dom. And he puts it deep inside the goal square. Here's Middleton. Go to the ball, hit the ground. Did well. Sold a bit of candy, trying to get a 1-1. Hand pass just. Dunn got one high, surely, and he was going to get a shot on goal. He had to get a free kick for that one.
Yeah, free kick was there every day of the week.
And he'll go back, have a shot for goal. 30 metres out. Be about 5 to 10 in from the boundary in the left forward pocket. Great Ocean Road side of the ground. And he'll go back and have a ping. So shot for goal coming up. Tough kick for you.
Yeah, tight angle.
Comes in, rights off a right footer. Looks all right off the boot, but it's not quite enough.
I don't think it made the distance, did it?
No, hang on. I think the umpire called a point, I think. But the umpire's missed it.
Yes.
And
the goal umpire's
yelling out to him.
His chest.
And Doug is giving him nothing.
Here we go.
Hang on. The fishing umpire turning but the not-fishing umpire 80 metres away seen it.
That is clanger of the day material.
Oh, Lordy.
100%.
Clanger of the day.
We don't want to dish the umpires, but I think Doug Evans just had a senior moment there.
Oh, I reckon looking at it live, I don't reckon it did go through anyway.
Oh.
But
What the hell is going on
He's
here?
got a
Goal umpire stands his ground and says, no, give it a point.
Give him an extra 0 for his pay today.
All right, the Dolphins send the ball out of defensive 50. Bright couldn't take the mark. Paddy Bright's got it now. There's a chance now for Flanagan. He's tackled, Stonehouse, and it's gone out of bounds. Boundary throwing.
The goal umpire will have a bruised chest.
He will. He was beating it, wasn't it?
Tapping it that hard.
Beating it pretty heavy.
I wonder if he carpool with Dougie today. I wonder
They're going separately home now.
Imagine that.
He'll be walking home tonight.
17 and a half to go in this last quarter. Slater wins the tap out. Kicked off the ground by Enall. Use your pace, son. That's what we're here to see.
Good kick.
Sends the ball to centre half forward. It was a good mark. So I think it's Howlett's got the football.
Yep, and he's got the distance in him.
So just outside the 50.
45.
Oh, yep, 45, sorry. Even I get tricky with that one too. So just outside the 45-metre mark. Our great mate Kevin Murphy always said that. He sold the candy. Launches one from 40. And it's a behind.
Dougie was all over that one in a flash.
Yeah, he was watching what the goal umpire was doing that time. 5-9-39.
Don't get Dougie twice.
13-10-88. Margin's 49 points.
We've gone rogue, haven't we? Ball kicked to the wing. Jackson Bright got up higher than Joe Cocker, but he's given away a free kick. As Gaunt's going to take the free kick. Well, Lorne player forwards aren't aware of it.
Yep, opened up here.
So here's a chance now for Slater. This is Hayden. He's got players inside. That's a shocking ball. Done. Hand pass back to Hayden. Slater goes on the left. Kicks to the hot spot. Coming out. This is Carmody. Good mark by guess who? BDH has done it again.
How many marks, AJ?
12, Stepcom.
Class over centre mark of the day. He quickly goes out wide to Tierney. He's got wide in support. Goes to ground, but he's got plenty of time to pick the footy up now as he closing on 300 club games. Hands it to Jesse Middleton. Kick to the hot spot. Jack O'Brien's got a good run at this. Not quite good enough there. Couldn't quite get it on the second bite. Here's an opportunity for the Dolphins, and he's been pinned on the footy. Well done by the Lorne Irrewarra Beeac's defence. I think that was Stonehouse. Saved a certain goal there. Gets a hand pass to McDonald. Has a cheeky bounce. And he goes long. Up towards the wing position there. Jacob Frandon was underneath it, but well done there by Bazasteg. Hand passes there. Good tackle there. And stayed in play. Ball still in dispute. Holman now has it for 48 metres. High, up and under. Mark this as you can. No one could in the end. Thornton, good quick handle to McDonald. Just unloads it out of defence. Bouncing towards the boundary in front of Jacob Frandon and Norco VDH. And they showed a bit of sympathy to each other. We get a boundary throw in right in front of this good crowd. It's been a great crowd here at Sibling Reserve. I reckon this is a bigger crowd than Anzac Day. Massive crowd in. So 50 points is the margin with the Dolphins leading. They pretty much had this game parcelled up in the second quarter. Ball thrown in. Slater wins the tap down. Matthews around the football. Tackled immediately by Bacon, but good enough to get the kick away. Bouncing towards the 45. Coots went through his legs and slipped over. Grant's starting to get a bit of Dewey out there at the moment. And that should be a high tackle there on Fletcher, and it is. And a free kick will go to Far, and he's got it on half back. As Slater's down with cramp.
How far can he kick it? He's kicked not great, but it just finds the bull Thornton. Centimetre perfect, as Dennis Committee would say, as he marked it.
Oh, Apollo Bay kicked the goal. Imps 26-12, Apollo Bay 1-3.
So Thornton sends the ball to centre half forward. Balderas couldn't take the mark. Offense Costello. Still trying to gather the football, so it's Ryan. Good tackle there by Carmody on the 45, and it'll be a ball up. So 15 minutes to go in this KFC Colac last quarter. 13-10-88. What are they doing with the scoreboard? 5-9-39. They've given Irrewarra back another couple of points all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Oh.
Gone rogue, the scoreboard as well. Here's the teammate there. It was Fletcher with the football now. He's tackled by Monaco and he's been pinholed in the footy. So free kick's going to go the way of McDonald.
Well, he'll kick it, Maxi, because he's got 20 and 1 handball.
He has. I've noticed he's had a lot of kicks. He's going to go backwards but short. And he finds Patch, who's going to go even further backwards and finds Mitchy Gaunt. Gaunt now is going even further backwards. They're just going forward for Lorne themselves. Play onto the court.
Turn it over.
Hughes, chance for Patch. Gets around Bright. His kick finds a teammate and Swain takes the mark. Sends the ball now. The centre half forward. Balderas couldn't take the mark because he was intercepted by DVH. Here's a chance now for Dunning. Puts it inside the forward 50 for Irrewarra Beeac.
Free kick.
And it's going to be a free kick. Goes the way of the Bombers and Carmody's going to get the free kick.
Just get front spot, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He held his ground really well. So just go back and have a shot now, Harry.
Did he kick a goal last week, Harry Carmody?
Let me check my sheet. Yes, he did.
Oh, I was going to say this could be his first goal for Irrewarra Beeac, but it will be second maybe if he can nail it directly in front, about 40 metres out from goal. This is for the first goal in the KFC Colac last quarter. He goes back.
That's
pretty good off the boot.
Beautiful.
And he's kicked it straight over the goal umpire's hat for his first for the afternoon. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, no, they've got 11 behind. The scoreboard's right.
Okay. So Fraser Balderas making his way off the ground. Might be the last we see of him for the day, but he's been outstanding.
That
today.
second quarter, he was sensational, wasn't he? Really broke that game apart.
Absolutely.
34
dominant.
hit outs, 17 kicks, 3 handballs, 6 marks. Devcom stats.
Just waiting for the score to come on the scoreboard. They've got 15 scores coming, sponsors coming up. 6-11, 47 to 13-11, 89.
A couple of interesting results in the BFL, just looking at it while the break is going on. But back in underway we go. Fox, hand passes out and home. Hacked forward by Endicott to the hot spot. Paddy Bright underneath it. Should have got a free kick. Nothing doing. Jackson Bright has a ping and goal and he's offline. For a behind. And that's the Dolphins' first score of this final turn. That takes them on to 13-11. Plays 6-11.
They've got a nice mix in the forward line, Lorne, haven't they? They've got the ground ball players and the players that can take a mark in the air.
Absolutely.
Newcombe in front of Drysdale and Port Arlington in front of Anglesey.
Oh, gee.
So a couple of interesting results in the BFL. We'll keep you updated on them. As a long kick by McDonald up towards the outer side of the ground. Jack O'Brien, the router, and Gord have a bit of a fight, and Gord's marked it in front.
It's his second big mark, pack mark, isn't it?
Class Harbour Centre mark of the day. He gets the hand pass away now to Patch. Right on centre wing. He kicks up towards left half forward. Not a great kick, looking for White. No mark taken. Middleton did really well. Broke the tackle. He wants some support, which is going to get it through here for Monaco. They're going backwards. Hand pass looking for Slater. Gave him no chance. That's Hayden. Coming through Paddy Bright. Carmody got one high. No free kick. Just paddles it forward. Morrissey has a ping from 40. He was pressured as he kicked up his Aztec, but it snuck in for a behind. So Charlie Morrissey has kicked 1 goal 2. And it takes them on to 6-12-48. Just
persistence there, driving the ball forward. Unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalise with the goal.
13-11-89, Lorne, 6-12-48. The Bombers as VDH goes towards the wing position. Fletcher couldn't quite take the mark. Costello rode by Tom Friend, tackled by Tom Friend, I should say. Ball up with 12 to play.
This last quarter's been played in gear 2, isn't it? No injuries, just gentleman's agreement at the moment.
Might even be gear 1, Max.
Matthews got the football. Can't break the tackle. Doesn't look like we're going to go in the beach, though, Pete.
No, it looks like we're safe, but the boys behind us might be.
Deal's a deal. Matthews sends the ball to centre half forward.
You didn't consult with us.
No, don't need to. Bright sends it inside the forward 50. And he finds Jackson. So Paddy to Jackson. We've seen Jackson to Paddy a couple of times. But now it's Paddy to Jackson, and he'll go back and try and kick his 5th and have a bag. Is that what constitutes a bag these days?
I reckon 5's a bag these days.
We'll give it to him.
Jacko Bright, 11 marks, Devcom stats.
Oh, he was it 9 in the first quarter?
Half.
And they've all been inside 50, I reckon.
6 in the first quarter, yep.
So Jackson Bright, can he go back and kick his 5th and have a bag?
No.
He hasn't.
Didn't like it at all.
Hit the post.
Hit the post. It was a bit closer than he thought.
4 goals, 3. Gee, this is a snooze fest of a last quarter, isn't it now? 13-13 to 6 goals, 12, 11 minutes to go in this KFC Colac quarter.
So McDonald to bring the ball back into play here for the Bombers yet again. They've been under plenty of pressure all day.
Oh, that was a dangerous
Risky
kick.
but it works to Monaco. Monaco has it now, and that's going to be 50.
50.
I think that's the first one for the day.
It is correct. Stevcom stat sheet, Drew.
So that's going to take Monaco up board centre of the ground. Gee, that's a big 50.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, they're both ahead of the umpire, so who's going to mark the 50?
Gee.
Could have just kept going.
The 2 players were in front of the umpire.
As Monaco.
Oh, no.
Gets a hand pass to McDonald. Would have got a kick just in the nick of time. I think he might have hurt himself too.
Yeah, I reckon he has.
Yeah, Bright checks and see if he's okay. Costello.
No, he's up and he's okay.
Jackson Bright. Hand pass intercepted by Thornton. No, he's good, this kid. He goes up towards left half forward looking for Jacob Frampton. Surely interfered with. Goodness gracious me. How can the umpire standing right there and he's missed it?
It was a bit of a mismatch.
Mismatch?
Yeah.
Mishmash.
Jacob Frampton against JVD.
Oh, come on, Pete.
You're having some senior moments
Sorry,
today, Pete. We might have to get you checked in.
Oh, dear. You guys are not right, seriously. Here's a chance for Jacob Frampton. Dive over the top of the football, and the umpire's going to call for a ball up. So we're inside the last half of this game. The last 10 minutes, I should say, this KFC Colac last quarter, it's won by 42 points.
20-5.
Oh, dear.
Lucky they got lights here. Game's going to be like this in the middle of June and July.
Yeah, do you reckon,
What are we going to do with the post-game show? We're going to just scrap it all together, are we?
No, we're going to go as fast as we can. Speed style.
All right.
Slater out of that ruck stoppage. DVH underneath this one. Oh, he didn't elect to mark.
Probably not 15.
Matthews.
Oh.
Ryan, he's kicked out of bounds on the full over the fence. And that ball is going to take
15 minutes of time on.
It's going to take forever to get. It's gone over the fence and it's rolling down to the beach.
Yep.
So, who's the RSL player of the game, Maxie?
Oh, jeepers.
Gee, we're going to have to discuss that because there's been some big moments. I think there's some big individual moments. Jackson Bryan up forward's been very good, hasn't he, with his marks, and he's kicked 4 goals. And he got the other end, big DVH, who's been fantastic and clunking marks. And then I think the person that really turned this game in that second quarter was Fraser Balderas with his rucking and his centre square work too. Like he was, if he wasn't, if his teammates weren't getting the clearances, he was banging the ball inside the forward 50. Well, that footy's come back quicker than I thought.
It has, yeah.
So there you go. So the Bombers now. There's a chance now for Thornton. He bangs it inside the forward 50, and I think he's kicked another behind. So they're just kicking points for fun now in this last quarter. 16-13 to 13-12. Really looked like this game was going to blow out to that 100-point margin at halftime, didn't it?
Yeah, no, they've been able to steady the ship. But, yeah, they just really haven't looked like being able to do any damage on the scoreboard.
VDH goes short, looking for Paddy Bright. Gee, he had to work hard to get there.
Did.
And he's taken the mark. Goes inboard to Costello. Gets it off by hand to guess who. Kick up towards the wing position there. Too much penetration for both Monaco and Anacott. We're going to get a boundary throw in with under 9 minutes to go.
Final score, LV 23-10-148, defeated Simpson 5-4-34 and South Colac 17-8. 110 defeated the Western Eagles 7-9-51.
Cannot believe LV locked up a 3-figure win over
Simpson. Considering how good Simpson were last week.
Yeah, and they've got the wood over them, that's for sure, definitely. Do LV. I think their average winning margin's about nearly 10 goals in that period of time. Free kick been picked out, and it's going to go Lorne's way, is it?
Lorne's way, yeah, kicking. Oh.
No,
it's going. No. It is going Lorne's way.
Yeah, everyone's confused because everyone don't no clue what was going on.
Well, he said
that'll be the first free kick for Lorne for this last quarter.
And it's going to be Cole Fox to take the free kick.
Easy, AJ.
I think everyone was wondering on the ground that it was an Irrewarra ball. So as Fox brings the ball back inside 50, here's Husey, not quite. Teeny's there, Monaco's there, he's wrapped up. And the umpire's paid hole in the footy. Took him on too many, according to the umpire. And Hughes will take a shot on goal directly in front, 45 metres out. And Monaco says, what can I do? Not much, probably. So shot for goal directly in front from James Hughes. He's going to kick this into the school, you would imagine.
Yeah, distance won't be an issue.
So a shot for goal coming up here as the time continues to wind down with 7:45 to play. As Hughes comes in from 48. Cheers, flashed that beautifully, but not the accuracy. Through for a behind for James Hughes. He's kicked 3 goals, 2. So that takes him on to 13-13 to 6-13 as McDonald goes short from the kick in. Finds Hayden Slater. Decides to go back in port to Patch. So the Bombers have done a good job in the second half to stem the bleeding. But that second quarter, which was when the damage was done. The Stonehouse goes back to McDonald. Ben Alright considering as McDonald goes even shorter. Finds Gaunt. Gaunt chips it over the top. And here's an opportunity now. Here's Farr. Throw in the wing. Good kick, keen ball to Carmody. He's taken the mark, so this is a good build-up. So Carmody kicks inside 50, but it's all back. Howlett got 3 to beat. Did well, actually got a hand on it. Beeac got one high, I would have thought. No, holding the ball. Gee, that was a bit tough. That was a tough call, definitely. And a shot for goal for Howlett. I don't know how he got the free kick, but nonetheless, he's got a shot on goal anyway. 35 to 40 metres out, 45-degree angle, and this is for their 7th to put the margin back to 36 points with 6 to play.
Just reward for bringing down that big unit down to the ground because no one else has been able to do it.
If he rewarded him, well, it was a 3-on-1, really. Lorne should have done it more comfortably, but...
Josh Howlett deserves a goal. He's worked hard all day. Can he kick a goal? And he has done it. So well done, Josh Howlett. He kicks his first. And that's the second goal of the last quarter for the Bombers. And they go back to 36 points now. They go to 7-13-55. Trial Lorne, 13-13-91. 19 gone in this KFC Colac last quarter. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard.
I would think Irrewarra would be pretty happy with 36-point margin at this stage because it really looked like in that second quarter this was going to blow out to a huge margin, but they've been able to steady the ship in the second half.
AJ, sir, get excited. Essendon 3-1, Sydney 1-1 at Marvel Stadium.
Boy.
Flanagan, here's a chance now for Fletcher. He bangs the ball inside the forward 50. Coots couldn't take the mark. Here's Paddy. Bright this way, that way. Dancing moves. And he got pinned on the footy.
He took about all the Leroy.
And Thornton is off to the races. He sends the ball now to centre half forward. Howlett trying to grab the football, and he does in front of Matthews. Doesn't have really much where to go. He wanted to go by hand. Goes back to Thornton. I tell you what, he's possessed at the moment. Got the hair pass out. Wasn't great. Matthews got it over the top to Turney. Turney's now kicked to centre half forward. It's been turned over. Irrewarra back with the footy again. Looking for Flanagan. Good mark in the centre corridor. They're going to switch it to the hillside. Enor takes the mark. So Enor now quickly plays on. Kicks the centre half forward. Here's Turney. Turney's kick wasn't good. Turned over.
You can't claim that.
Here's a chance by Flanagan. Flanagan gets to the ball Thornton. He switches. Looking for Enor. Enor's going to take the mark in the middle of the ground. We've got 5.5 to go on this last quarter. Enor sends the ball inside the forward 50. Chance now for Middleton. Right forward pocket. Try to create something, but ran out of tarmac and we get ball in.
That boundary line needed to be a couple of metres further back than what it normally would, I would have thought.
36 points the margin. 5 minutes to go in this KFC Colac last quarter. I tell you what, a bit of hot and spicy would be going good right now.
Nice, wouldn't it?
Gee, it was a beautiful day, but since that sun's disappeared, it has become Antarctica down here.
It has.
Well, like at least you can say like Bill Brown. At least every time he says it, he slaughters it.
Fire throws it back in. Here's a chance now. DVH is lurking. Good pick up here by Carmody. Right forward pocket. Has missed.
Good effort.
That was a pretty good effort for a shot for goal there by Carmody. And I've liked him today. He looks good. I think he's going to be a pretty good player for the Bombers this year.
He's going to add something to their forward line, that's for sure.
7-14-56, 13-13-91. Lorne have only kicked 3 goals, 3 in this second half. At halftime, they were 10-10-70. They're on record to getting about 140, 150, but they've really just gone into this second half in second gear.
Yeah, but I think you're right. Ball kicked long to the outer side. Tierney and VDH collide. Morrissey just have to let the ball go over, get a bandwidth thrown. We're inside the 5-minute warning.
Here we go.
And
bring back footy to Channel 10.
I reckon in the next TV rights deal in the next, 7 or 8 years?
Yep. Sounds good, Drew.
So ball to be thrown back in. Ball beat everybody to it. Coates just sort of scooped it out. If that's not a throw, I'll go, hey. Free kick will go to the Bombers. So they've done a lot of things right in this second half. And Thornton will take the free kick. He's going to switch play. And that's a good switch. McDonald should run onto this one. Mark and go. 50 out. Goes in board. Not a great kick. Looking for Howlett. Kept the ball in play. Fletcher did okay there for the Dolphins. He mops up in the fence. Not sure what to do with it, though. Just hacks to kick forward. Was an ugly sort of a ball. Endicott threw it out. Don't know how that was play on. Chance for Swain. He picks up and kicks a goal.
There you go.
Well done, Tommy Swain. He's got his second. And it's a goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
They've done really well here, the Bombers, considering it could have been a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah, they've just persisted, haven't they,
Pete,
Joey?
it's 29 points the difference.
Can they do it?
Lee Matthews had that theory. If you got minutes and goals,
Yeah, that's right.
at the same, you got more minutes than goals, you can win it.
We've seen a game down here a few years ago.
4:35 left, 13-13, 91 Lorne.
That finished a bit like that, didn't it?
Irrewarra Beeac 14-62 with 4:35 to go. We played 23.5 minutes final turn thanks to KFC Colac.
Jeez, here we go. Slater kicks forward. It's a chance now for Coots. Grabs it. Hand pass backwards to Matthews. Tyson sends the ball inside the forward 50. Turney couldn't take the mark. Costello's there. Turney's there again. Tackled by Frampton. Chance now for Costello. Slater patches underneath this one. Ball comes back out to Costello. Got it over top to Fox. No. Fox a flying shot.
Flying Fox.
Was going to get it out there, but you guys just have to steal thunders all the time. And it'll be a free kick to the Bombers.
The Flying Fox missed.
So 91-62. Gaunt back over top to Slater. Slater now chips forward. And he finds a teammate.
He's been good too.
Yes.
So actually this game ends up being the closest game of the round, considering what it was at half time.
You picked it, Max.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's gone out of bounds and another boundary throwing. 4 minutes to go. 29 points the difference.
This scoreboard completely flattens Irrewarra back in a way because...
Oh, then they've done all right since
exactly,
that. It was that second quarter, wasn't it? 8 goals to zip, and that's been the ball game.
There was a patch of 22 minutes, 23 minutes that... but they were getting out of the centre, and you had no hope with Paul Darris deliberately like that.
Yeah, realistically, the game was over at half time.
Yeah.
It's a chance for Coots trying to get it out of this stoppage. They go forward, looking for a teammate there. And it's gone out of bounds and another boundary throwing.
3:36 to go. So where are we next week, Maxie?
We will be at the Imperials versus Otway Districts.
Now that all of a sudden turns into a bit of a big game now. All of a sudden, Imps have got a bit of a run on now after the last couple of weeks.
Imps have got a run on and Otway desperately need a win.
Yeah, they do. So Middleton, hand pass put Thornton under all sorts of heat. He gets the hand pass out. Bacon overran the footy. Morrissey in defence. It's not sure what to do with it. Gets a hand pass away. Middleton, he's been solid. Kicks up towards the centre wing position there. Good mark, Balderas. Class half centre marker there. He was the game changer in the second quarter when they moved into the ruck, and he made them look like fools in the second quarter. Kick. Underneath at that time's Middleton. Punched away by McDonald. Morrissey in defence trying to pick it up, which he couldn't. He's had one of those days, Charlie Morrissey. We've got a ball up there. Obviously very hard against the defence like VDH and all them.
Yeah, and the bloke that played on him, I haven't seen him before, Sam Baker. He's been pretty good. He's pretty athletic. He moves around pretty well.
From Torquay, just up the road. Thornton just tucks the kick out of there. Swain got front position. It was an awkward ball to carry, though. Balderas. Hand pass was smothered by Dewar. Fletcher mops up there for the Dolphins. Well played with a bit of speed. Kicks the centre half forward. Tenny underneath it. Gone at the back. Couldn't take it. Bombers here with the Bombers here to defence. Stonehouse, he quickly tackles him and get a ball off. 2:50 to go. And it's the Dolphins by 29 points. They get 8 goals they kicked in the second quarter, and that with the damage was done. But the Bombers, apart from that, have really taken it up to him after that. Fletcher takes the kick and just drives it inside 50 wide. There are Hughes, Morrissey and Slater. And we're going to get a boundary thrown.
He's another one from Lorne that's had a good game, Fletcher.
It's also my 300 CDFL call next week too.
Next week.
So looking forward to that enormously there at the Western Oval.
We'll get the banner organised, Drewy, for you to run through.
Carry him off, Pete?
Yeah.
That's your job, Pete, by the
way. Ball thrown in. Hughes took it out of the right. Clartland Globetrotters. Still he has a ping and it's out on the full. Free kick to be
Getting
taken
him in the back of a ute, do a lap of honour.
we could do too.
I don't expect much, by the way. I'm happy to do whatever. I'm just happy to be there, to be honest. So the ball's
You
kicked
can
out.
have the week off.
I could have wanted to, but I'll get one in a couple of weeks if you don't mind. Coots, centering ball at Middleton, stood Stroll.
You had the sub vest on, Drew. He's like,
I don't like Paul Chapman when he was subbing his 250 down at GMHBA.
We'll get you to do the boundary.
Well, I can more than happy to if you can hear me. So Middleton kicks it to the hot spot in deep inside Lorne's 45. Gore takes a very good class half a centre mark of the day. Leo Barry style. He goes a hand pass away to Hayden Slater. So we're inside the final 2 minutes as the Dolphins. They're going to come back inside 45, I would suspect.
Coates was underneath it. Ryan's lurking as well.
This is going to be the shortest post-game show in history.
Just a quick Steph Cobb stat. Mitch Gawn, 11 marks now.
He's been good in the second half, hasn't he?
Yes.
He has.
9 of those in the second half, Pete.
So ball up here. Under 2 minutes to go. Here's a chance now for Fletcher. Hello, what a goal. Goal at A contender, Miles Fletcher.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
That was a ripper, came from nowhere.
2 steps, bang.
Bang, 55 metres he's kicked that ball.
He looks a player, hasn't he?
He does.
And finally, Lorne get a goal in this final quarter. And he's on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
14-13, I think it is.
14-13 to 8-14.
That'll do. Oh, dear. Minute 37 to go, Pete.
Yeah, not long to go. You boys better start warming up.
Oh, no.
No, Drew.
This is the reason why we don't have this conversation. We could go get a fishing rod and get some fish. That would be handy.
That'd be all for us getting in the water, though,
Yeah,
Pete.
of
When it
course
gets
they
turned
would.
on the head to them. Oh.
That's right. We take all the risk.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. You guys, something's not right. Here's Stonehouse. He's tackled by Middleton. We're going to get a ball up. So time ticking down. 29 minutes gone final term. That's how long the quarter's gone for. And we only have, 4 goals kicked.
All those missing footies, Drew. On the fence.
We nearly had to get a hamburger there for a minute here. Hutchison, Thornton. Thornton's there as well yet again. Flanagan, he's had a better second half. McDonald, hand pass there to Stonehouse. Thornton's down in a bit of his haunches. McDonald over the top of the ball. Carmody comes, lays a heavy tackle. We're going to get a ball up. So we're inside the final minute, and Thornton's a bit proppy.
Yeah, he is. He's got a bit of a limp up there on the way off.
He might have copped a knock on the ankle, I reckon. No worth now with a minute to go. May as well put him in cotton wool, get him ready for next week. Ryan, that's an interesting sort of a kick. Oh, Monaco come off the bench. I don't think he was ready for it. As Morrissey's around the footy, tackle will get a ball up. So 37 seconds to go. And it's going to be a Dolphins victory, but the Bombers have certainly shown a lot more fight in the second half. And they're going to outwin the second half, but the damage was done with a 20-minute patch in the second quarter when Lorne slammed on 8 unanswered goals in that quarter. Bombers are going to get a free kick through Slater. He goes in for Duino.
Oh, he was off.
Oh, I reckon he was too.
Second thoughts.
Goes out wide to McDonald. McDonald chipping, looking for Eno. He's ran himself into the ground. Oh, he got a shocking bounce. Turnover, Ryan. Ryan goes inside 45. Hughes has one out with Slater. Got mitts to it, couldn't take the mark, but Slater did well. Hand pass to McDonald and chipping out ball, looking for Dewar. So Dewar's taken the mark. So seconds tick down. Over the top to Dunn, and that will be it. The reigning premiers have sent out a message to the rest of the competition in 2025, and they have recorded an emphatic victory over Irrewarra Beeac in the grand final rematch. 14-30-97, 14-13-97, I should say, to 8-14-62. The margin at half-time was 53 points. It got it to 58, but the Dolphins put the foot off the accelerator, and it was a 35-point win to the Dolphins, Pete.
Yeah, very comfortable win in the end. Irrewarra Beeac fought it out in the second half, but the damage and the margin was all done in that second quarter when Fraser Balderas took control in the ruck and really dominated that quarter with the centre clearances, and Lorne were able to put a margin on Irrewarra Beeac in that second quarter that was always going to be too big for him to overcome.
We better take a break. It's going to be the world's shortest ever post-game wrap-up here, but we'll get through it. We've got stats and the awards to come, so stay tuned here on Mix FM. It was the Dolphins winning by 35 points.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live. Weekday mornings from 6, it's Mix Brekkie.
Magnificent job of sort of flying under the radar a little bit, Andy, I would have thought.
A little bit. Yeah, I mean, given all the stuff, like, you say under the radar, and you're right, because it's been, the Ugle-Hagen story's been big, and the Darcy injury was big, and, when's Bond coming back, and is he going to be the next Pope? All these things are, potential distractions. Of the
Mix Brekkie for McDonald's Colac and Snap Fitness Colac. Mix FM.
Wherever you are in the Great Southwest, on the land or in the office, Hip Pocket Workwear Colac has gear for every job. Tough outdoor wear or corporate friendly styles. Find your team's perfect fit today. The Mix FM Business of the Month.
Bobcat.
That's a name worth roaring about. FSR Equip is the authorised Bobcat dealer for Southwest Victoria and specialist for Bobcat mowers and compact tractors. From the residential ZT2000 to the commercial grade ZT7000, Bobcat mowers provide a flawless cut every time. Need more muscle? Bobcat compact tractors are built to tackle any job with ease, from mowing to heavy lifting. Follow the sound of the roar and get to FSR Equip. Hugh Murray Drive, Colac East. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Looking for the perfect fit? At the Athlete's Foot, we've got your feet covered. The best brands like Hoka, On, Brooks and Asics, mixed with our exclusive MyFit 3D fitting technology. Visit today and step into ultimate comfort. The Athlete's Foot, now that's fit.
Maximise efficiency during feeding time with the all-new Macintosh Combi Pro Wagon Series from Swain & McCabe. Designed to handle all types of round and large square bale feeding, pit silage and more. An easy-to-use hydraulic system gives the operator greater control. From 14 to 21 cubic metres, these combi wagons will suit a host of requirements. Spend less time feeding with an efficient system from Macintosh and Swain & McCabe, your Colac farm machinery specialists.
Your club delivers on the field. Think Water Colac delivers water solutions, serving the Southwest for over 25 years. Irrigation and filtration systems to pumps and rainwater tanks, and your local experts in solar pump systems. Think Water Colac. They do water well.
Palsty Agricultural Contracting, supplying, carting and spreading fertilisers and lime in bulk or bins. Even spreading your effluent